I'm hearing you good in my ears.
Right. We're going to go live in a sec.
I'm not saying nothing.
There we go, we're
I'm just gonna
live.
just talk.
Good evening, welcome to the Janaea Netball Centre for round 9 of the Under-20s Premier League. I'm Brittany Carter. It's that time of year where everybody likes to claim they're a mathematician with all sorts of theories and scenarios that show their team can still make the semis. Tonight on the Showcourt, we've got an important clash between the Central Coast Heart and Sutherland Stingrays. Tied at 8 points on the ladder, they're battling for 4th place while keeping a close eye up on another court, with the Eastwood Ride Hawks also capable of stealing 4th spot. Just goal percentage separates these three teams, and if you wanted further proof of how close this competition is, 3 games last week were determined by a single goal. The Heart made it back-to-back wins with one of these thrillers, 43-42. They beat last year's defending champs, the UTS Sparks. And the only game that wasn't decided by a point involved the Stingrays, who suffered a massive 9-goal loss to the Hawks. The Rays now hoping to turn that weary result around tonight in this match here on the Showcourt, as we see Central Coast aiming to get the first goal on the board, and they do so.
Good shot.
We've got Sam Wallace, New South Wales Swift and Trinidad and Tobago shooter with us tonight. First time ever, Sam. What are you looking forward to about this match?
I know it's going to be a tough one thus far. As you said, both of them sitting on the same points. I'm looking for a very intense and competitive match this afternoon.
So we've just seen Central Coast score first, and they're 1 up on the board.
Oh, good steal.
Brilliant intercept by their goalkeeper as well. So we'll run through their team quickly as we see them push up to court. Central Coast, their coach Megan Sharp has got Isabella DeVivo in goal shooter, Georgia Ray in goal attack, Jasmine Rodwell, the captain, is at wing attack, Hannah Cullen in centre, Miller Evans in wing defence, Brooklyn O'Mara in goal defence, and Akita Jackson was the fabulous player that just took the intercept before that's seen them come up with another goal here. 2 up now. For the Stingrays, Vicky Kerr, the coach, has got Laura Davenport in goal shooter with her Mo Yala, Baker Camfan in goal attack, Courtney Jones in wing attack, Brianna Tier in centre, Alex Bolton rounds out the mid-court in wing defence.
Good defence.
And we've got Maddie Boyling in goal defence with Tegan Holland in goalkeeper.
This is really good defence by the Stingray.
So both of these sides have won
Good
4 of
roll.
the 8 games they've played, Sam.
Uh-huh.
But we've seen Central Coast come out with a really strong start here tonight.
Definitely. They look like they're in this to win it.
Our umpires tonight are Anton Stekilski, Hayden Mackay, and the reserve is Kylie Mulcair. And the Stingrays looking to nab their first goal on the board here. Baker Canfan just steadying for the shot.
Good shot.
Coming forward, DeVivo out of the circle. Now stuck behind, is going to have to come forward for front position. She does so.
And it's a goal.
There you go. So Sam, watching the shooting here, you're obviously a shooter.
Yeah.
Have been for a while. So what do you think about that front position then? You know, she worked hard to come out and get the ball and then had to work extra hard to come forward for it.
I must say it was good defense, first of all. Definitely front position would definitely get the ball easier. I could refeed and get back in the circle. So I love the defense so far.
So the Stingrays are doing well in defence despite Central Coast strong in attack. And we see Davenport strong in front of the circle now. Oh, ball pops out. She's a very accurate shooter, Sam, so that's not very common to see her miss a shot.
Oh.
Evans to Cullen. Pushing up now. Oh, little tip from Boiling. That's nice work by the Stingrays. They're making it difficult for Central Coast.
Definitely. I would like to see Stingray have a little more patience in the attack end. Oh, good vision.
Coming through the back, Georgia Ray. She makes it another. The Heart up by 4, 5-1. And that was the Stingray centre. So good coup for the Coast. Rodwell, the captain, uses
Good
the
double
pocket.
play. Oh, good roll. Well done.
DeVivo
Well done,
finishes
Justin.
off the effort.
That was a very good move. She looks like me there for a second.
She must have been watching you. Really looking forward to chatting with you, Sam, about your career and the first break.
Oh my God. I'll be excited. Trust me.
And Davenport will take a penalty for Stingrays. This time she gets it. So she'll take a little bit of confidence from that. As the Stingrays add to the board, and they're 4 goals behind. Cullen couldn't keep it in play.
Just a little too much on that pass.
Boylan goes cross court to Tier. Up and over. Oh, that pass wasn't good.
Good read by the goal defense.
Rodwell to Cullen. Can Central Coast capitalise off this mistake? And they'll get a penalty.
But that's definitely an accurate feed, to be honest. And she converted.
There you go. So Central Coast had a little mistake that saw them lose the ball at one stage, but able to bring it back. Oh, a little tip here. Oh, able to steal the ball in the centre pass, Sam.
I would have said I was 50-50. I wouldn't call that.
No, brave call from Stekilski. His sister actually plays in this league.
Really?
Yes. For the Panthers and the Opens team. DeVivo taking the penalty. Hard up by 6. This is a strong start.
So this is 8-2.
And to see the teams one behind the other in 4th and 5th, I don't think, you know, I wouldn't have expected it to be this one-sided so early on. And as we say that, a mistake comes for the Stingrays. They will get the throw in.
I really wish they could be a little more patient in that circle.
Is that what's missing at the moment, Sam?
Definitely. They're working the ball nicely down the court, but I just wish they could be a little more patient.
Using the old cliche, treasure the ball. Fan Baker coming out. Oh, she's a long way out, but bold to try the shot.
She got another chance.
There you go. This time she gets it. And they're down by 4, the Stingrays, but plenty of time to come back with 8.5 on the clock. Ray goes long. Oh, lucky.
Good loose ball. Good hustle. That's very good from her.
Forced back to the transverse.
Good defense. This is good defense from Stingray.
The captain's on the edge. Great decision making, going to the play with a bit more space around them, but she's missed the shot. Holland. Here we go, stuck in the midcourt, but they're starting to progress through. Davenport.
That was a very good drive and drop from the goal shooter.
Baker Canfan and Davenport.
Sorry, my apology. Goal attack.
Goal attack. The two obviously have a good understanding for that to happen. You've almost got to know the other shooters so well enough, Sam, that you can tell what they're saying by their eyes.
Definitely, right? And it's very important for a goal attack and a goal shooter to have a lot of connection on the court. Because once they don't have that connection, you can see the breakdown of the plays, definitely.
This is a good contest early. Tier. Baker Canfan drops. We were just talking about that. Puts the shot up, but it's okay. She'll get an assist instead. Win-win situation. So Tier just giving the ball back to Central Coast.
I honestly think that Stingray is now finding the momentum in this game. They started off a bit slow.
Would you put that down to nerves, Sam?
Pardon?
Would you put that down to nerves?
Definitely.
DeVivo.
Good
Lovely shot.
I love the long bombs.
Now, this is the first time we've seen Central Coast on the court for 2018, the Showcourt, the main court. So they've got 3 girls left from last year. One of their players in goalkeeper tonight took the intercept that got them the 2nd goal. Nikita Jackson is a New South Wales under-17s player, and also she's in the Australian under-17s national squad. And they've got 4 players in this team that are part of the New South Wales Talent Development Squad this year. So you've got Miller Evans, you've got Kelly, O'Mara and Rodwell.
Oh!
I can't believe that came off, Sam.
Oh.
Rodwell in the air.
I mean, if the goalkeeper head wasn't down, she probably would have got it. It was good thinking of the wing attack.
One of those situations where, as a defender, it shows you have to have one eye on your player and one eye on the ball.
It's hard, to be honest. I mean, you just have to keep adjusting your position and always have eyes for the ball and your player. So, and she just get punished for that, actually.
Especially at that stage where she was looking down trying to get her footwork right.
Yeah.
Have you ever played defence, Sam?
Only in high school.
Would you go back?
I was just tall. That's the main reason why I get ball. But I was very lazy. Good defense.
Oh, tip from the Stingrays.
I really think Stingrays really getting the momentum going. Oh, as I say that.
Well, they're only 2 goals different. And I mean, for them to be 4 or 5 goals different at the start and them to claw their way back here, they're doing well.
They are converting really well when they get the turnover.
So Jackson offloads. They're heading up the inner channel now. Switching sides of the court. They're stuck. Goes back to the transverse. O'Mara, long ball. Their edge of the circle.
That was really good releasing of pressure from the goal shooter.
Swing. Quick
Good,
work.
yeah, that is very good. Just get it off. That's really good from the center.
So Cullen, a big part of that play. Baker Camfin out for the centre pass. In the pocket now,
That's
Tier.
really good depth.
Baker Camfin with a shot. Missed.
I'm actually loving this goal attack. She is doing so much down at that other end. She doesn't need to finish. That's her only downfall right now.
Well, I was just going to say to you, Sam, that Davenport and goal shooter has been such a integral part to their shooting circle. And at the moment, Jackson is just so good on defence with one-on-one with her that she can't get the ball. So Baker Camfin's having to do a lot more.
Oh, that was just an unforced error. She should have just worked it into another pass.
Holland to Boiling. To Tier. Comes back to Boiling. Easy pass to Baker. Now stuck for an option. Forcing one. Penalty on the transverse. And now Davenport's
I love
out.
that halfway spin.
It was a
Sorry,
spin, wasn't
I think I'm really biased on the goal shooter. I'm loving the goal shooters at the moment. I'm not a big defense fan, but I'm loving her work ethics.
That's all right. You're allowed to be biased. DeVivo, ball
Good
up
ball,
to Ray.
though.
She's challenged from behind, and it means she gets a penalty. No
Good
look.
shooter to shooter pass. Getting that stats up.
There we go. So just tell us, Sam, sometimes because she was obviously set really well then, Ray, to take that shot, why would she offload like that?
I mean, sometimes it's good to change it up. Shoot at the shooter pass, getting the defenders thinking what I'm going to shoot or what I'm going to pass. So that he hesitant in the defender's mind is really good.
So it's all tactics. Coming back, Davenport. Little fake. Doesn't fool the Central Coast.
I don't think she should have forced that on 2-on-1. Definitely shouldn't force that ball.
Mid-court calling for it. And Evans steals it from behind. Brilliant work from Central Coast. Here they push up the inner channel, now in the mid-court. Outside arm from Tier. She's stolen it back. Long ball. Can she get it to Davenport? Lovely win for the Stingrays. There you go. 12-10. There's only 2 goals different and 2 minutes on the clock.
I'm really impressed with Stingray. Really came back in this quarter. First quarter, that's what. Good hands. Those really good hands.
And the persistence from Tegan Holland comes off. Lovely pass.
Unforced error.
Central Coast have to come forward. Here comes the captain, Rodwell.
I think the Stingrays really having a good defense structure going on. That allowing the goal shooter to release the pressure, which is really good. I'm loving that. Good. Oh,
Could
that
have
was a
gone
good.
either way.
That was a good hustle. She just gave her elbow, but that was really good.
Ray strong on the shot.
You see,
Gets-
she was hesitant. The goalkeeper put, the goal defense, sorry, she put doubt in her mind. Good rebound.
How important is that rebound, Sam?
Look, I shouldn't be talking about rebound right now because I think Coach Anita and Bronny is pressuring Helen, Sophie, and I about getting in position for rebounds. So that is something I definitely need to work on the weekend. And I was actually
But that
trying it
just
in training.
shows, even at the top level, how important it is for coaches to
It is.
say
I
that
think
to
as
you.
a goal shooter, you know when you're going to miss. So you should follow your shot, definitely.
Rodwell looking for an option.
That was good vision.
She finds Ray at the back. And the ball rolls in.
And good timing.
With 4 seconds on the clock, it looks like the Stingrays are going to be down by 3 at the break.
Oh, unfortunately.
Lovely pass, but just ran out of time. So the Central Coast up by 3 goals, 14-11 after the first quarter. What are your first thoughts, Sam?
I mean, as I said before, the Stingray really had a slow start, but now I can see they putting the foot down and actually showing that they can compete with Hearts at the moment. They're still in this.
They're still in this, yeah, definitely. And I mean, we saw them fight back, and I think you mentioned their defence was a key part of that.
Definitely. The defense slacked it off at first, but now I'm seeing the intensity from the whole full court transition actually stepped up and it lift. And the energy has lift. You could see even on the attack end, the goal attack is actually doing a lot of load, more like she's holding, she's changing up, she's rolling. So that diverse in that circle is going strong. That's why.
And plenty of tips and winning back the ball in the mid-court as well from the Stingrays. Like you say, it's happening all up the court.
Yeah, as Bronny does always say in training, is always start from the goal shooter, come down with the defense pressure. So definitely as the goal attack, she actually is on one-on-one. She's sticking with a player. I mean, I'm loving it so far.
Brilliant. All right, let's focus on you a little bit, Sam. So you've been playing netball since you were 6 years old.
Definitely.
And when you were in high school, you played a number of other sports too.
Yeah. I played basketball, volleyball, I did track and field, and netball, obviously.
And you played 2 of those for the national team as well as for netball.
So actually all 4.
Oh, there you go. All 4. Wow, that's incredible.
I went to Carifta for high jump and long jump. I've been with the volleyball under 21 team. Actually, unfortunately, I didn't get to carry on with the women's volleyball because it was a bit of between. I had to pick netball or volleyball, and it was just netball is my first love. I'm not going to throw that away. Basketball, I went to Arizona Western College, where I stayed there for 2 years, and I had a great season out there.
And then you represented netball for your country at the age of 14.
Definitely. I was really young, but I just think like my height and my talent is what really got me on the team, and my shooting ability. Yeah, make my first senior team was really nervous but excited at the same time because I had so much skills to look up to on a national team, and I still look up to them up to this day.
And what's changed from them to now? Like, what's been the biggest learning experience for you?
Look, that's coming out here compared to back home is a big learning experience for me. Being able to play at this professional level is a huge honor, and I will always, always thank people back home for this, putting all this together, especially Bridget Adams, my manager, my coach. I mean, she been my rock. Miss Peggy Castaneda, that is my mentor. She's been behind me ever since I was 6. So she's basically responsible for where I reach now. Just how fast the game could play. Like, I'm learning so much every day while I'm out here. I'm willing to take that back to Trinidad to show them what I've learned.
And what's different about the way they play to the way Australia plays? Have you noticed a big difference?
It is a big difference. The speed. The speed of the game, oh my God, it's crazy. Whereas we have a tendency, it's a difference, Caribbean flair compared to Australian or New Zealand flair. We play with more probably style, and should I not say it or should I say it? But we play it more like, a little fancy stuff.
Yes.
Whereas the basic stuff.
Improvising on the spot.
Exactly. We like to hear the crowd go, whoo, or. But I'm learning every day it's not about that, it's about the basics. And sticking to the basics will definitely win games.
And you're living with Helen Houseby out
Unfortunately,
here?
yeah. I know she's listening. Hi, Helen Houseby. Oh, not only Helen Houseby, I'm living with Nat as well.
Oh, yes.
The new English player that came in.
And
to
how
replace.
is she fitting in?
She, oh my God, last night I had the worst nightmare. She was actually singing along whole night. She would just have me laughing. She's really lovely, really nice girl. She's blending so well.
And with the team as well, gelling well too?
Definitely, it's like a family out here. Wouldn't trade it for no one.
That's lovely to hear. All right, we're back out on court and Harder up by 3. Ray in the pocket gives it to Rodwell. And coming back, oh,
that was
Collins
good defense.
just outsmarts her.
That was very good defense.
Baker Camfan in the middle.
Oh,
Courtney Jones loses the ball, and the ball is given to Central Coast. Here comes a throw in through Jackson. It's a big loss for the Stingrays.
that was a very good intercept down there.
They would have liked to score first in the second quarter, but it shows how much fight they've come out with after the break.
Good quick release.
Cullen using Rodwell. A very patient player, surveying all the options before she feeds to Ray. Throw in goes Stingray's way, and Holland
I would
will
love
take the
to see
pass.
that goal shooter turn and just go to the post and not worry about the hands of the goalkeeper. She really gets intimidated.
Evans with the penalty. To
I'm seeing
O'Mara.
Hearts have a lot of crowd here, like a lot of supporters.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
brilliant.
good.
We've got a lot of people in their blue and yellow tracksuits. I'm assuming they're some of the Opens players. Actually, I can see Kristen Kessler in the background. And then a lot of family and friends in the middle of the court behind that stand tonight. Holland to back. Here we go. Mid-court working hard here. Tier over the top. Evans coming through.
Oh.
Just slightly behind front position, and that's why she's lost the ball. Davenport uses the circle. And Baker Camfan with the penalty in front. Misses. O'Mara
unfortunately.
on the rebound.
That was good defense.
Little tip from Bolton, sees the ball disrupted. But Central Coast will get the throw in from the sideline.
Oh,
Hollands won the ball back.
Setup.
Oh.
Just too much on it. I just wish I could convert the ball.
Jones's eyes lit up then because she said, come on, Davenport, come out. You could see it in her eyes. And then the pass was just not good, straight through the hands. Oh, and we've seen the same thing happen there.
Just some silly errors.
A player unready for the pass. Back to Tier, coming around with Jones. Bounces. Swinging the circle, Tier straight to Davenport. Keeps it in play.
Oh,
Surprised there wasn't a call for a penalty there, but anyway, Central Coast get the throw in from the sideline. And we spoke about nerves in the first quarter, but it's just toing and froing like a tennis game this second quarter.
We shall see which team settles first.
Over the top, O'Mara keeps the ball in play, and she's lucky. Oh, it ends up with Central Coast somehow. Ray using the pocket. Little tip from Tier. It's a great matchup between these two centres.
You can see how hard they are going for the ball.
So DeVivo, strong, a little way out.
Oh, that was really clever.
And everyone in the Rays team is really vying for an intercept. That opportunity comes through Bolton.
I just think they need to take some more drives. They're a bit stagnant.
And we see it here, especially in this attack end when they're needing to come forward for the ball.
I think the goal attack is dropping back into the circle too soon.
Rodwell uses the pocket in Ray. She's outside, needs to come back. She'll use O'Mara on the transverse. Now Evans, or is it Cullen rather? Cullen, good feed, quick work. Rodwell finds DeVivo. They're still using the edge of the circle here. Unhappy to take the shot, and now they've got good position. Ray literally throws the ball away.
I literally have to laugh at that. That was just funny. I would really like to see the attackers at Stingray really converting the hard work of the defenders. They're working hard and getting intercepts and stuff. So
let's see if they can do it here.
that was a beautiful contest.
Stingrays win the ball. Now Jones. Baker
Back, I have the
Camfan's
ball.
alone in the pocket.
Oh, beautiful read.
Great hands-eye coordination from Evans, just stealing the ball. She had a front position straight through the middle.
Talking about the two centers are going at it. I believe the wing attack and the wing defense are really going at it as well.
Good matchups all over the court. DeVivo coming out for the ball. They're on
Nice
the edge
give
now.
and go.
That's
That's a beautiful give and go and drive. Once she
Finding
converts,
space.
and she converts.
Can you believe that's the first goal we've had in this quarter?
Oh.
And it's taken 5 minutes, over 5 minutes to score.
Oh.
Incredible. This matchup is so tight.
I just think if Laura is actually driving out, she needs to go 100. Like, she's pulling back.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
DeVivo will take a penalty for Central Coast here. Ball pops
and
out.
she rebounded.
We're not seeing a lot of conversion from either sides at the moment. It seems like there is nerves to get that ball through the net, but the Heart have scored 2 goals back-to-back, and the Stingrays are yet to score in this second quarter. Cullen comes round the body of a defender. DeVivo uses the edge. Rodwell, ball up. Assist off the post. Good contest between these two. Cullen ends up with first position.
That's a good feed.
I'd like to see Ray be a little bit more confident because we've seen her throw the ball away or try to assist the other shooter.
From the moment she hesitates, we know
and
it's going to go
that's when they're losing
away.
it. Yes, the Stingrays are picking it up. So the Stingrays with an
Let's see
opportunity
what will happen.
here.
2-on-1 in the circle. Oh.
Baker Camfin outside. Swings. Jones.
Oh, that was really good.
Lovely smart feed. And Davenport.
Oh, that was obstruction. I'm disagreeing with that call from the umpire.
Stingrays have won the ball
You see,
back.
that's really good. The ball don't lie. To get it back.
Some sort of karma, you believe, Sam. Netball karma.
I definitely got some netball karma.
So Central Coast forced to use their defenders for the centre pass. DeVivo goes over the top to Rodwell. And she's easily fed to Ray. That was the easiest part of the transition up the court. And the Heart are up by 6.
I'm watching Hannah. She got a lot of hops. I'm watching her. She's short, but she's actually getting up there. Her elevation is really good.
Very good in the air. Oh, ball won by Central Coast. Rodwell stealing tee. O'Mara. Strong pass to Cullen. Give and go. Now Rodwell edge of the circle feeds. Can DeVivo finish it off? Ball pops out. The accuracy is just lacking from both sides.
Definitely.
Less so from the Stingrays because we actually haven't seen them be able to take that many shots. The ball's been stopped before it's got to them. But Central Coast have had a lot of opportunities and haven't
A lot
been
of
able to
attempts as
convert.
well. And I wish the defenders could actually block out as well to get a rebound. Oh, here go
Here
one.
we go, Collins. She's strong at the back. Oh.
I just think they're having a lot of silly passes, to be honest. They're running away from the ball, and I think they should run to the ball.
Yeah. DeVivo goes up. Ray.
That was very good hold on.
Sandwich between two Stingrays, still gets the ball and puts it through the hoop.
That is confidence, that know that she's going to get it.
Cullen strong out for the centre pass. Loses 2 players to do it. And now Ray goes straight to another shooter. That's nice vision, Sam, to go, you know what, I'm going to cut out all this mess and just go straight to my partner. Up by 8. This is the biggest margin we've had all game.
Oh, she read it though. She literally read it.
Hunting for the ball, O'Mara. Stingrays moving closer.
Good shot, Barker.
Baker Camfan with a
Baker.
lovely shot.
Just correcting myself.
The accuracy was good for that shot being so far out, Sam. Do you ever second guess yourself when you're a little bit further away?
Once I'm not comfortable shooting that ball, I'm going to pass it out. Sometimes I tend to think I'm on and sometimes still miss. So it all depends on how I'm feeling.
Ball out the side.
I could see a little frustration coming off from the goal shooter.
Davenport hasn't had a lot of ball. She's been zoned out by Jackson quite well.
Jackson is playing a very good defense. She's man on. If she's coming out of the circle, she's on her.
A lot of yelling being done by the Stingrays defenders. We see Ray with the shot now.
And she completes. To Brianna, to Baka.
Going well, Sam.
Trying to get familiar with these names. Good defense. Oh, unfortunately.
Davenport Strong wins the ball that time.
That was good defense. She converted.
So Stingrays did well to convert then, and they need to do more of that to keep themselves in the
They
game.
need to get some more balls. Hearts look like they have more patience now with the ball.
I think the margin is certainly in their favour, although we've seen the Stingrays, especially through Tegan Holland, pick up a lot of ball.
It's like I'm not seeing any movements with the Stingrays right now. Like,
so somewhere after they cross that transverse line into the midcourt is where they get
down.
stuck. So we spoke about Nikita Jackson being in the
That was a good feed.
New South Wales under-17s team, as we see Central Coast score another, 3 on the clock. But 2 of the Stingrays players in this team were at the New South Wales under-19s competition for New South Wales back in April for Adelaide.
Really?
Yeah, so there were 6 all up, and 4 of them are in the open side. But Tegan Holland, who we've seen win a lot of ball for them in goalkeeper, and Courtney Jones in wing attack were in that New South Wales under-19 side.
Well, the goalkeeper, Tegan, she's really playing well. I'm not going to lie. She's really trying to come off the body, seeing she's doing different stuff. 1 minute she's on the body, next minute she's off.
Confusing the space.
Yeah.
And Brianna Tier, who is in centre, as well as Alex Bolton in wing defence, and Ricky McRae, who's on the bench. They're all named in the talent development squad for New South Wales in 2018.
That is very interesting. That's really good.
So good players on both sides.
Yeah.
And I think you can see that here on court tonight, because especially at the start, it was very close.
Oh.
The hesitation in the feed sees Jackson prey on the ball.
It needs to have some more movements in that circle, that goal circle.
They have real doubt in their minds about getting that ball in now. It's almost like a taboo.
And
that's
once
when
you are
they're losing
hesitant, you're definitely going to lose it. Just pray for a miracle to happen.
So with 1.5 minutes on the clock, we see Baker Camfan take a ball over the top of her head. Misses the shot. Wins it back. Out of the 5 games these 2 teams have played in Premier League history, the Stingrays have won 3. But the last game they played back in round 2, where the Stingrays won 48-46, tipped the odds in their favour. So previously, the Stingrays had won both games in 2016, and then the Central Coast Heart won both games last year. So if Central Coast can win tonight, it'll be level again.
It's crazy. I'm just loving how the points are so close.
Yeah, that's right. So on the ladder at the moment, North Shore lead at the top. 3 points clear with 13 above GWS Fury, who are in second with 10. Then we see the Sparks in third place on 9 points. And we've got the Central Coast, the Stingrays, the Erna Hawks, all on 8 points. Manly Sapphires on 6 points in 7th place. So look how tight that is. I mean, 3rd and 7th are separated by 3 points, and the Panthers last with 2.
I would love to know who's the Panthers.
Unfortunately, have only won one game so far this year.
That's much better rotation in the circle.
Confidence from
Finish
Davenport.
Oh,
can't see them convert the goal, unfortunately.
I'm loving the transition with Hearts. It's really quick. Look at the speed of the ball. Unfortunately.
That is cruel. So goal does not count. But turn and shot, and it was lovely work done by DeVivo.
Definitely.
And so the Heart up 24-16. Scored 10 goals to 5 in that quarter. That's pretty low, isn't it?
Both scoring rate is really low. 5.
It's funny because obviously we spoke about that first goal for the second quarter taking 5 and a bit minutes to be actually put through the net. So
it was really unsettled in that second quarter.
All right, Sam, back to you. So after you had been playing in the national team, you came out to Australia for the first time for the 2015 World Cup?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I played almost all the games. It was really a good experience coming against Shine Layton and Laura Guides. And Australia was our first game. It was crazy. I was like really scared.
That's pretty tough.
It was. I was really scared, but at first, our first quarter was really good against them. And I think, like, loving the crowd as well, because they really cheer us on, especially when we did something good. They was really supportive and stuff. Knowing that Australia is a top team all the world, you know. Unfortunately, England is beat them in the Commonwealth Games. And I'm glad to have a gold medalist in my house. I love it. But, yeah.
Well, have you got 2 now? Did not play in the...
Well, I have 2 now, but I actually get to see 1 medal. All is the same gold medal. But it's pretty much heavy as well. But, yeah, it was really a good experience. I was really nervous. I'm not going to lie.
And how old were you at the time?
Oh, man. I'm 24 now.
So 21. So that's still quite young to be, it's still quite young to be representing your country.
It was my first World Cup as well.
And after that World Cup, Rob Wright pulled you aside.
Yeah, I get a call, a message, email, she say, Coach Anita and Rob. Anita messaged me on Facebook. They're keen for me to be on board with them and stuff. And I honestly think I wasn't ready. So I went to England in the Vitality Super League, where I played there for that year, and I was named Player of the Season, which was really a shocker to me. It was just like I won by 1 vote, but it was still a shocker to me. And from there, I was like, you know what? I'm ready to take my game to the next level.
And so did you know once you went to England, I'm only ever going to spend 1 year here? Or do you think because you did so well in that season, you thought, I'm ready now, I may as well go?
Actually, it was never my goal when I was growing up to actually play out here. Because I know I'm going to be alone, no family, my best friends and stuff. So it was really hard. But for the Vitality Super League, our end of season dinner, I told Mavericks I actually was voted, I'll get awards or whatnot. And I told them, I said, I'm going to Australia. And they all laughed at me. I'm not even joking. They all laughed. I was like, no, you're coming back. Because I really feel like a family there as well.
Yes.
And I was like, no, you'll see. And I was like, okay. When I called Coach and told her I don't want a contract, she was really devastated. But, yeah, and I came here. I mean, Rob took me under his wings. Although we have a little controversy about that. But nevertheless, I'm grateful that he actually saw my talent and welcomed me into Australia. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
And now you've got Bryony as your head coach. What's she like?
Bronny's crazy. She's a crackhead. I'm sure she's probably listening to me right now.
She tuned in last week, so you never know.
I know she is actually listening. I wouldn't even like to see the comments under this live feed. Bronny just chill, relax. You could talk to her about anything, especially I know I'm laughing about anything because I had an incident happen, but I can't air that on live.
Okay.
But yeah, you could trust her with anything. She's just cool, chill, speak her mind, blunt. Yeah.
Sometimes hard love is what you need, right?
Definitely. And I'd rather someone be straight up at me than beat around the bush. So, yeah, she fits in well.
Great. And was it hard coming to the Swifts for their first Super Netball season? Because obviously there'd been a little bit of a player exodus. They'd gone to the Giants and elsewhere. And the Swifts didn't, I don't want to use the word struggle in the first season, but it wasn't easy, was it?
Look, I'm going to be straight up. It's like when I first come here, I didn't know what to expect. How the girls going to be. Sorry to say, if they racial, you do think stuff like this. Like, you be like, would I fit in? Would they love me? Would they like me for me? How I speak, how I walk, everything, how I play. And compared to last year, it's a whole different vibes to this year. And I think that had to do with the heads come down, but as I said, Bronny, make us feel so like chill. We could be her friend. And when it's serious business, we could be like really serious. Mix it like, know our timing. So yeah, it's much different vibes. And as I said, to answer your question about different teams change up, some going to the Giants and stuff, who go on to Magpies. I was really looking forward to like actually play with Shine Layton. Because I actually like her, and I still like her. No, I literally look up to her when I was in Trinidad. Before I even knew about Laura Guides, Shine Layton name was really big. Everybody in Trinidad knows Shine Layton for the loud, crazy one on the court. But I actually...
She's hard to miss.
Yeah, but I know I actually genuinely like her. Like, we share same birth month and stuff, so I know how she could be sensitive and stuff. So, yeah, I was really looking forward to work in that aspect, but... Oh, well, I'm happy for the girls we have now. We are young, energetic.
I think all you're saying you can really see on court this year because, I mean, even in that very first game, when you all piled on top of each other and channeled
like
England.
If we win the grand final.
It was just overjoyous. And I think everyone in the crowd that day really jumped on the back of that because it was just such a good feeling.
Trust me, it was a good feeling because I know, like, we sit on the ladder last year and we are currently sitting on the ladder this year, same spot. But to know we win so much game compared to last year is a huge impact on all of us.
And the bonus points would be changing that, definitely.
I didn't need to. I'm so sick of that bonus point. But yeah, just a whole different vibes out there. Like, we really play for each other, and it's not like we're only friends on the court. We're actually friends off the court. We actually do stuff together. Most of us live together. Like the two Maddies and the kid, they live together. Helen and I and Nat now live together. So it's like, we see each other 24/0. Like, oh my God, sometimes we need a break, but...
Do you ever just lock yourself in your room to get some space?
Actually, I don't lock myself in my room to get some space, but actually be in my room 24/0. I'm not the person to be like, Helen is a more adventurous one. She always want to go somewhere. She foot is really hot. She always want to do something, whereas I'm more chill. I will be in my room talking to my boyfriend on WhatsApp or watching a movie. I'm always in my room and lock myself. She always outside on the couch. It's crazy.
All right. Well, it looks
I'm
like
probably talking too much about Helen right now. She may be feeling so nice sitting home on that couch.
Yes, Helen's tuned in. She did a very good job on the comments when she was on, I have to say.
I think I'm actually doing better than her, but we wouldn't tell her that.
Just on Helen, I think I asked her this. There's a lot of funny stuff that you guys put up on Instagram, and it seems to be like you're the main chef in the house.
Oh, yeah. Helen, she's actually now starting to come in with it. Like, she's cooking and stuff, but yeah, I'll cook for her and stuff, especially when she came from Commonwealth Games. I make her a nice, I make her a nice dish because, that's my appreciation to her. And I really love that skinny girl. I really like her. So yeah.
Central Coast starting off with the first center of the third quarter, and O'Mara all alone gives them an option at the back. DeVivo over the top now. Quick work, and DeVivo with the shot.
Oh, I could see that shot going off.
Straight away?
Yeah. Oh, I've not seen the fight in Stingray as how hard are the fight and the urgency. I'm not seeing it right now. They come out to play.
Boiling with the intercept, with the rebound, I should say. Back to Holland. And through Bolton. I'll come sideways again. Really stuck for an option here. We've seen a change to the center, so Brianna Tears gone off.
That was a lazy pass, but it got there. Oh, good hustle.
Baker Camphin stealing the ball back.
That was a beautiful hole.
And Davenport,
yeah, she converted.
happy to sink the first goal. So this is big because Central Coast haven't been first to score in the first 2 quarters.
So hopefully we see the momentum shift. Oh, that was a good drive from Becca.
And they
And
make
she
it 2 in a
finished.
row.
I think they come into play. The momentum is shifty, eh?
Rodwell back to O'Mara. Evans round the body of a defender. DeVivo swinging the circle. She'll use Rodwell. And there's a nice feed and give and go. Oh, goes to the top of the circle. They were lucky that pass
Good
came
shot.
off. So the player that's come on in centre is Genevieve Mexted.
Oh, for Stingray, I haven't even realized.
And that's the only change that seems to have happened in the halftime break. Although we've seen Central Coast make one in wing defence.
Beautiful shot. Nakita? No, it's Isabella.
Isabella DeVivo.
Yeah. Goal shooter.
So Ray back to O'Mara. Oh, coming
good
through. Cullen through heavy traffic. And just the edge. A little space. Allows DeVivo to get the ball, but she's missed the shot.
Oh.
And it looks like Ray will get a penalty here. Yeah, just on the side of the post.
Good shot. Oh.
Davenport strong, fairway out.
And she converted.
Ball rolls in.
Oh, that was just a bit too much on that pass.
So Jacinta Clark has come on in that wing attack position for Central Coast, and that is the only 2 changes. So a centre for the Stingrays and wing defence for Jacinta Clark.
Just some unforced errors.
Trying to use the transverse line. And Baker Camfin gives a penalty away. Running back now, Rodwell with the fake. Oh, Tegan Holland.
Good defense. She has such a long reach.
Good eyes for the ball. We spoke before about her looking down when the ball was coming into the circle and how she missed an opportunity. She must have been listening to us, Sam. She hasn't wasted that one. Jones working extra hard to get that pass.
Definitely would like to see the Stingray run onto the ball because Central Coast is actually busting through. They're not stopping. So I think they need to use a lot more fakes as well.
And that's something you were talking about in the very first quarter.
Yeah.
So we're still seeing that here now in the third. Davenport had no
red.
one. She really was trying
Beautiful
to force that
red.
option. Ray goes back to Clark. And now Rodwell, long ball over the top. Little tip from Mexted. But the offside call.
He didn't see it. I really thought he didn't see it.
That's one of the things as a player you hope, don't you?
Oh,
That
beautiful
you just got
shot.
away with it.
I really thought he didn't see it. It's crazy.
Mexted, quick to get the centre pass underway. And running back now, Canfan. Lovely drive
That's
and drop.
beautiful.
She's really mastered that, hasn't she?
Good shot. Beautiful shot. I'm seeing it actually taking longer shots now. Like,
Well, they're being forced to because the defenders are
That's
pushing them out
beautiful
that
depth.
way. Rodwell coming back to Evans. Drive and drop. DeVivo
it's really good.
finding backspace and finding the net. 29-20.
Jasmine's having a good game. She's finding so much depth on the court and she's actually free. Oh.
So before we mentioned Central Coast had 3 players back from last year, but Rodwell really is the only player that's come back as a full-time player because the other 2 were training partners last year and have had to step up. So it's almost like a complete new team, and Rodwell is really the spine on her own, keeping it together as the captain.
Ooh.
But she sets up a lot of play. You can see her organising it.
She's doing pretty good.
Baker Canfan in the pocket. or inside the circle rather. Oh, and it's disrupted O'Mara. Oh, lovely work by Mexted, just using her outside arm to
So
catch
she's just
the ball.
letting the ball go, and it obviously will get the contact. Oh, beautiful shot. Once you let the ball go, you get the contact. And that's what she's doing.
So no hesitation and straight going with the option. Clark uses Rodwell, and now they've found Ray. Moving diagonally.
Oh, she's playing beautifully. Good. Oh.
DeVivo needs to run. The ball somehow
Good
ends up with
hustle.
Clark.
I'm loving this hustle.
There's a lot of loose ball that needs to be chased.
Oh, that was perfectly read.
A
She
tip.
tried to grab that pass there, but to get another opportunity.
Ray out of the circle, gives it to Rodwell. Looking to feed, she'll have to swing the circle.
Oh, beautiful.
Good work with the bounce pass, and they've found Ray
Beautiful.
in the end.
Good shooter pass.
Ball up last second, and now through. The difference is 9.
I'm really watching Jasmine. She's really the playmaker in that attacking circle. Well, third, I should say, sorry.
Oh. A little bit of a contact there, but Stingrays end up with it on the sideline. Boiling, outside a player. Mexted goes right in front now. Jones to Baker Canfin, over the top into the pocket. And they're on the baseline, the Stingrays. Oh, missed.
Good rebound. She's the shortest player in the circle.
And these moments matter now.
She's the shortest player in the circle, and she got a rebound.
With 7 minutes left till the last break of the game, the Stingrays, if they're not getting the ball through the first time, need to get the rebound. Clark on the transverse line gives it to Rodwell. Strong pass to the pocket. Ray.
Oh, that was uncalled for.
Up and over. Holland running after it. Steals the ball. Gets it for the Stingrays. Now Jones is left for an option. She'll find one in Bolton. Boyling goes in front. Bounce to Camfran. Jones up and over. Davenport did well to keep the ball in play.
The go-to also in that shooting circle is really Baka. Yeah, she's really the go-to girl. Like, she's doing a lot of work. Good hands. Those beautiful hands from Nikita. Jackson is really having a good game as well.
There's a lot of good names in that backcourt, back third. As we see Davenport strong, a good name herself. So Mihaela Baker-Canfin, who you've been talking about in that goal attack position for the Stingrays, came from Randwick, and this is her first time playing with the Sutherland Stingrays. And her coach has said she's dynamic and runs the circle. So she's not very tall, but she's a great player. And I think that's what you've been saying, Sam. You know, she was the shortest one in there and managed to get the rebound before.
She's just moving like what your goal attack will really do. She's really doing her job.
She's also had a bit of a, lovely shot, and she'll get another try. She's also had a bit of a run around with the Opens team, which we'll see play here later tonight. And apparently she did really well. Okay. So good things coming for her.
Good. It's really interesting.
5 minutes and 3 seconds is all we have left before the final break, and we're in the championship quarter. The Heart up by 6 goals. Just letting up on that 9-goal lead they held at 1 point. Mexted offside again, unfortunately.
She's really trying to contest, but she just needs to stay offside a little more.
It's almost worse to give them that call too, because now they can set themselves in their inside.
Just like what just happened.
Ray in front.
Good shot.
Won't miss. 31-24. And Stingrays, can they come back with an answer?
Oh.
One fair and square by O'Mara.
That was really good intercept, and also the lovely backup from Jackson.
Here we go, Central Coast. What can they do with this?
That was beautiful, good, beautiful timing.
Roll off the body. DeVivo.
And she finished.
Sinks the ball, 32-24.
That was a good passage of play. Like, everyone was connected, and I love it.
From the back of the court to the front. Evans back to O'Mara. Again, give the ball back to her. This is like a triple pass back. DeVivo has to come out. And she goes to feed to Ray. Lovely work. There's no issues at all. And using the edge of the circle now. Gets the job done. 33-24.
Central Coast is really taking this game out.
Jones, good feed to Davenport. Maybe a little early. They've got to find space at the back. And they do so through Baker Canvan, who offloads to Davenport. Nice and steady underneath. 33-25.
Oh.
So there's 8 goals different, Sam, but really, I mean, if the Stingrays can turn some ball over here and win it back, as they do through Tegan Holland,
they just have to convert.
There's a lot of time left. We've still got 1 full quarter after this, almost 3 minutes.
Good pass.
Here we go.
That
this
was
is better
beautiful.
from the Stingrays. Anticipating the play and putting the ball where it needs to
Well
be.
done.
A little bit more initiative, and they've won that Central Coast centre. Jones straight out for the centre pass this time. Canfan. An option on the side. Goes back to the transverse. Just swinging.
Good release of pressure from the Laura.
Resetting their options. And Michaela Baker Canfan.
She punished her.
Accurate in front.
I could see the momentum actually swing again.
Central Coast forced back on the centre pass. DeVivo.
Oh, no.
Central Coast have had a fair amount of success with their moving circle. Both players are great targets, but they're not afraid to come out of the circle and push back.
She's shooting beautifully. Oh.
I think even Holland knew she'd missed at that stage.
I mean, she was shooting really well from that range. Oh.
Penalty on the transverse. Oh, and Jackson just crying out in pain, but she's a strong one. How many finger injuries have you had, Sam, playing netball?
Actually, none. Just like basically my thumb right now feel a little iffy.
There you go. Lucky.
I would better than drinks myself.
So Baker Canfan had lots of space at the back then. O'Mara just letting her slip out of her vision, peripheral.
Let's see if Laura can convert. Oh.
Some people up on the top of the court. You might be able to see their legs behind the post or watching as well. So plenty of spectators. And Davenport's missed an easy one. She's done well to get the rebound though. Backs up the effort. So now we're within 5. And this is interesting.
This is really coming back. Like the momentum does shift all of a sudden. It's crazy. Oh, good vision.
Put that on the highlights reel. Jones to Davenport. And all of a sudden, they're within 4 and 30 seconds before the last break.
That was some good vision from Courtney.
Rodwell to DeVivo. She's in the pocket. She comes back to the edge. Nice feed. Central Coast showing a level head in a pressure situation. And the Stingrays, they got plenty of time to score here.
No need to rush. 15 seconds is a lot of time.
Holding time as they take a penalty.
12 seconds now.
Almost should have just played the advantage there. Oh,
beautiful.
Lovely feed. Davenport, she's got 7 seconds. Shouldn't miss. Advantage played.
Oh.
And so we're within 4. And that'll be it.
Stingray really won that quarter.
We're coming up for a great quarter. Last 15 minutes, Sam, and all of a sudden, we went from being 9 goals different to now well in touch for either side to win.
Stingray won this quarter 14-10.
That's impressive.
Crazy.
Considering they only scored 5 goals last quarter, something has seriously changed for them.
It's just the momentum. Once they get a momentum, is unbreakable.
And do you think the change they made in centre was the difference or not really, just a mentality thing?
I just think it's a mentality thing. I wouldn't say that's a centre. Because the other centre,
Tia.
right, she was actually playing really well as well. So sometimes you just need a change. Don't necessarily mean you're playing badly or something.
And what's interesting is the Heart have scored 10 goals in 2 quarters back-to-back now. So it's not like their intensity is dropping. It may be just they're losing their way a little bit in the defence end.
Definitely. I would like to see more defense pressure as well with Jackson and...
Jackson, and
Brooklyn?
O'Mara.
Well, I
Yes.
was to say her first name.
Yes.
I would like to see more. The intensity has dropped a little, so we'll definitely see more
Like to see them come
defensive
back
pressure.
out strong. All right, well, we've got 15 minutes of play left before the end of this match. Sam, after this match, we'll have the Opens play.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Stingrays and Central Coast again, that's at 8:40. So all the listeners back home, make sure you tune in then. But just lastly, to focus on you again, to just round it out, we mentioned how there's a different vibe at the Swifts this year.
Yeah.
Is it making you all happier in general?
Definitely. I mean, once you're not happy as a team, you will never perform well, and you will see that on the court. So, yeah, I'm happy where I am at the moment.
And we were talking a little bit about Shani Layton before. You came up against her on the weekend. How do you think the matchup went?
I mean, I was pretty confident in myself. I know she was going to come out and be aggressive because she has nothing to lose. At any day, she's retiring. So, yeah, I mean, coach made some changes. It is what it is.
And I think Liz Ellis summed it up really well before the match, because she was saying it's a mathematical thing for the Swiss now to try and win and get the more points, whereas it was a heart thing for the Magpies, really. And to come off so close too, I mean...
And to draw that.
Yeah.
I don't know what went wrong, literally. It's just thinking about this game don't make me laugh. I can't feel no other way towards it.
Yep.
We drew, which was good. You could say the positive out of the negative and stuff. So, I mean, it was a good game.
It's really
We didn't play our best,
Mm.
but it was a good matchup. I think they played the best.
Yeah.
The shooters shot well, but...
It's really interesting too, because you spoke about how you knew Shani Layton back at home, but you hadn't heard of Laura Geitz, who...
I mean, I heard about her, but it was more Shani Layton. Everybody talks about more back in my country. Not discrediting Laura Geitz. She's a good player as well. And especially coming back from making her baby and stuff, having a baby. So, super kudos to her. But I just always used to hear about Shani Layton, Shani Layton, Shani Layton.
And do you think that's because your country love characters and flamboyancy?
I would probably say yeah. Some of our teammates know her as just being loud and crazy. So,
before we move on and get back to the game, as we see the players coming back up on court, we're going to see a changes. Yes, with Kelly in goal shooter. So Netflix and Net Chicks and Chill, I have to get the name right. This is where I got most of my research for you, Sam.
Oh my God.
It was a brilliant episode.
I'm going to blame Maddie and Sophie.
If you haven't seen it, jump onto YouTube. It's a
Definitely, guys. You're going to love it. You're going to laugh.
There's 2 episodes with Sam. One that talks about you and your family and, your experience coming out here.
Yeah,
and the other one is...
I'm just having fun being myself. It actually got me twerking, guys.
And your wigs too, your wigs.
Yeah.
And the second video is about Sophie and Maddie trying to guess what you're saying. So you were telling me before, you're actually speaking very slow here tonight for us too.
Oh, beautiful roll from back there. She come out to play.
There we go, first goal. So the Stingrays scoring the first goal in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
That's a sign. We shall see.
Jones now in centre 2, so she's moved over from wing attack. And Mext had swapped with her. That seems to be the only change for the Stingrays.
Yeah.
And Jess Kelly is the
she's
player.
come on firing.
So she's in the New South Wales Under-17s development squad.
She just turned and went to the post. I'm loving her already.
She's a quick shot, quick release, and fairly accurate. And it's funny you mention this, because the coaches said she shoots from anywhere. Defenders struggle to defend her because they have no time to. They don't have time to set up their 3 feet.
She just turn and shoot.
So from the Wyons 15s team at state age, that's where she's been selected from, and already having an impact early. There's only 3 goals in this. The Heart's still up by 3. But momentum a little bit with the Stingrays after the last quarter. As we see Kelly sink another goal.
I'm keeping an eye on her.
Sam's nodding, she's impressed. Rudwell out for the centre pass. Comes back to Evans. And Kelly.
I'm just wondering why she was on the bench in the first place. She just came on and have a huge impact.
She's able to find front space very easily, it seems. Although it might be genius from Central Coast because defenders have got really set on two now and they've brought out someone that's a little bit unknown.
Oh, why she didn't shoot that ball? Why Laura didn't just turn and shoot that ball? I would really like to shoot the ball.
Baker Canfan finding space
Well
at the
done,
back of
Baker.
O'Mara. What would you tell O'Mara in this situation? Because Baker Canfan's been able to find that back space all night.
It's hard. I guess Jackson and her need to be talking, like communication. They need to know where the two shooters are. Like, you have to connect, just like a goal shooter and a goal attack.
So rather than just having eyes for your player and the ball, you want to be watching both players and the ball. Davenport did well to keep that ball away from Jackson. And they've found Baker Canfan.
I'm loving this goal attack.
She's really
zippy.
stepped up.
Yeah, and she's zippy. Am I sounding biased?
So it's interesting because the last time these two played, the Stingrays used 3 shooters. They had Ricky McRae on in goal attack with Laura Davenport to start off the match. And then at halftime, Baker Canfan came on. And she was used as more of the backup. Although in the last quarter, she took a bit of a role as well. So this game, she's been the main shooter, I'd have to say. It's almost like those switch roles, and Davenport and goal shooter has had to be the one that's assisting and feeding the ball into her.
I'm just loving the confidence Stingray is having to put the ball in right now. I can see they have the high fives going on right now, so they're actually feeling the energy. Oh, good hands.
Hand from Bolton. Kelly comes back to Rodwell, her captain. On the rebound. Brilliant work by Kelly. Look at her. They've got the high fives going too. Everyone's feeling good. All right, we've got over 10 minutes. So plenty of time for either side to come out and win this match. Hard up by 5 at the moment. Baker Canfan still finding space behind.
Just placement.
Little tip from Cullen sees the ball trickle out the back line, and Davenport will take the throw in for the Stingrays. Offside, but they're playing the advantage. Around, swinging.
Give her. She hesitated. Give it to her.
Penalty inside. Lovely work between the two shooters now. There's a good energy about them, Sam.
Definitely. I'm loving it.
10 minutes. Ray. Kelly says, give it straight to me. She'll come back. Rodwell over the top. Kelly finding space.
She came on and have a huge impact.
For a young player, she's got a lot of confidence behind her.
She's just moving. I'm loving it. Give it to her. Nice ball.
Up and over. Jones, edge of the circle. Oh, that was an unorthodox pass.
Jackson. I want you to shoot the ball. You were saying she's actually on the same spot, actually. She is the same range.
But the opposite side, right?
Yeah.
Is it just a comfort thing? Maybe she's more confident from that side.
Look, sometimes I does that same silly mistake. Like, you roll out thinking you're going to get closer to the pole and end up on the same. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just funny.
Evans to Kelly. And this time she can't get that rebound because the two Stingrays players, she tries to win it back.
But I love how she's quick to be on defense as well.
Good transition. Boiling, smiling as she gets the ball around her player to Bolton. Returning the favour in the midcourt now. Canfan to Jones. Running backwards. Baker Canfan seals the deal. 38-41. There is only 3 goals difference.
And their centre pass.
This is an important centre. Maxted over the top. Davenport popping out. Jackson just mistiming the jump. Seconds away from getting it.
Good shot by Laura.
Those moments almost happen in slow motion when you're playing, don't
I
they?
just think, like, she needs to stick with her. She's beating her the back space. Laura is beating Jackson at the back space. So I just think, like, she needs to change up her position. And hey, it's working for Laura, so if her continue doing it.
It's interesting, though, because we spoke about Laura being taken out of the game the first quarter at least, possibly in the second quarter too, and now she's all of a sudden been able to change her game up, and now Jackson's on the back foot.
She's trying to actually change it up as well. She's holding, you see?
Jones
She's beating her at the back space.
puts the ball up, and Davenport will be the one to add another point for the Stingrays. They're within 2. This is almost the closest margin we've had all game by the start.
Yeah.
Ball up. Rodwell pulling it in. Gives it to Kelly. Oh, misses the rebound too. Holland just puts the ball in, but Central Coast, they'll use that loose ball. Rodwell over the top, and Kelly. Nice feed. Ray had to do a little bit of extra work, but it's all worth it. She makes the goal 3 difference. Maxted coming back to Bolton. To Jones, to Baker Camfan.
I'm seeing Jackson trying to do something different. She's actually having eyes. That would be contact on a goal shooter, but unfortunately.
Academy Award goes to Jackson for really emphasizing that. Sometimes you have to as a defender, Sam.
Oh, step in.
Turnover. These moments matter. They're important. Jones finds Boiling. Big pass to Maxhead. Davenport, the ball slips out of her hands, but she keeps it in play. And something had to give. Baker Canfan with the penalty. Back within 2.
Baca is doing a lot of work outside the circle, but she's still confident enough to put that shot up. Like, it's really impressive.
And she must be fairly fit because she's been going at that intensity all game.
All 4 quarters.
Oh, nice feed. Jones to Davenport. Little jump from behind as they feed.
Oh, and we are tied.
43 apiece.
Oh.
5.5 on the clock. This is round 9 of the Under-20s Premier League. You're watching on Bar TV Sports. Sam Wallace and Brittany Carter on comments here. Sam killing it in her first time.
I'm actually comfortable now.
That's good, Sam. We've got another whole game coming up after this, so I'm glad you're comfortable.
Unfortunately, like, for instance, the goal shooter, I think she needs to know when it's crunch time to work it in to get a better shot. Because I think she's taking a lot of long-range shots. I would like to see she play it around and get closer.
Jones, in the pressure moment, gives it to Maxhead. They have to go lateral
Seeing
twice.
the defense.
Good pressure from Central Coast. Stuck on the transverse. Jones.
No movements.
Hands from Clark. The ball still ends up with the Stingrays.
Oh.
Madness. Evans. Can't even believe that the ball ended up in her hands. Rodwell gives it back to Evans. Kelly, strong out. She's brought a lot of energy to this side coming on in the 4th quarter. With a shot now.
That is a better.
Decides to offload for better position. And Ray just gives them 1 goal to buffer.
That goal would have been good for Stingray to go on top.
Maxted quick to Davenport. They need no hesitation here. Everything's got to be bang on.
Oh, Jackson can't believe she got an obstruction call.
Missed.
Oh, the
Davenport.
rebound from Laura.
Right place, right time. Ready for it though. And we're level again, 44 apiece. Rodwell, strong out for the centre pass. Gives it to Kelly. She's willing to come out a long way.
I think Tega needs to back herself a little bit more. Like, she was actually going for that intercept and she pulled out. I think she should back herself some more.
So 1 goal up. Jones able to keep the ball with the Stingrays. Davenport to Jones. Oh, player brought down. Definite contact. Baker Canfan mistimes
that was better.
And Jackson takes advantage for Central Coast. Here we go. We need an effort all the way up the court for Central Coast to score. They're stuck in the mid-court. Everyone looks a little bit tired. Rodwell coming through. Kelly, she's got energy. She'll
Yeah,
come
she
out.
actually have fresh legs.
Now Rodwell looks to feed. She'll find Ray. Ah, ball pops out. They'll get the throw in. 3 minutes on the clock. Can they make it 2 goals? Kelly, strong. Through. She is accurate. So 46-44. And that was a Stingray centre. And it's important the Rays don't put their heads down now. They need to keep fighting if they're going to keep this game in contention. Coming back now, O'Mara.
Oh, Stingray actually have a chance now.
It's costly, that error.
Their centre pass after one to score.
The Rays gifted an opportunity through a mistake. Mexhead.
Oh, good screen from Laura. That was a good screen from Laura, telling her where to put that ball.
There is
Beautiful.
2 minutes on the clock, and we are within 1 point here. Stingrays with their centre pass. Oh, Laura Davenport.
Oh!
Foot was out. Foot was out. That could be the difference in this game. 1 minute 48. O'Mara using the inside channel. She goes to Evans. Rodwell working hard, keeps the ball inside the court. She'll give it to Kelly.
Oh,
call against Stingrays.
Offside.
Kelly offloads. Lovely feed. 1.5 minutes on the clock, and they make it 2. How's the nerve, Sam?
I'm nervous. I'm not even playing. Like,
ball lost. It popped out of Rodwell's hands.
They can actually tie.
Stingrays.
I'm seeing Jackson actually have her hands on her knees. I know she's probably fatigued.
Mexhead.
Good take.
They have to go along the transverse line. Boiling now to Davenport. They've got 1 minute to score. Plenty of time. They just need to hang on to possession. Edge of the court. Over the top. Baker Canfan. She is confident. She'll give it to Davenport.
Oh,
yes.
good follow through.
Rebounds.
Oh.
And you'd have to say that is the game. With 42 seconds on the clock, if Central Coast hang on to possession, whether they score or not, that'll get them a win in round 9. Evans, quick work with Ray, using Rodwell, the captain, straight to Kelly. She's in front. And there's a call, penalty. Kelly, easy to find ball.
Oh.
They make it 3. And with 16 seconds on the clock, the Rays cannot come back from this. This has been a good fight from both teams, and I think it's fair to say they should be evenly placed on the ladder because it's been very tight tonight, Sam.
Laura gave away that 3 seconds there, really hurt them.
It's important to note, though, that it doesn't come down to just Laura. It's
it's a team, definitely. But I think like she just held on that ball too long. She should just turn to the post as she usually did in this whole game and shoot the ball.
So players shaking hands, and we see the umpires happy with the job they've done. The Heart up by 2 goals in round 9. We'll be back in a moment to wrap it up in front of the camera. All right, well, back in round 2, the Stingrays beat the Central Coast Heart by 2 goals, and they've flipped that on its head tonight. The Heart have come out winners. 48-46, they've won this round 9 match, and Sam Wallace got her first look at Premier League. What did you think?
I'm really loving it for the first time coming through here. The girls really fought hard. It was a good battle. I mean, it was really good.
Who was a standout for you for the Stingrays, the losing side?
I'm going to give it to the wing defense. What's her name? Mella?
For the Stingrays, Baker Canfan, you were talking about?
Yeah, I'll definitely give it to her. I mean, she fought all game. I love her energy and her spirit.
And for Central Coast, you were talking about the mid-court, and Miller Evans, you said wing defence centre.
I would give it to her, definitely. I think I'm watching her transition from wing defense to center. She really had a good game, and she had a lot of intercept as well. So, yeah, I'll give it to her as well.
That was a really tough loss for the Stingrays. It was so close, Sam. What would be the advice that you'd give them coming off the back of this loss?
I would say the momentum, the way they start, that first quarter really hurt them. Also, the second, that 10-5 gap was really, will hurt them as much as it did. Just to keep the momentum and get the connections going.
And what about the Stingrays, the Heart? What do you think? I'm getting confused too. The Heart, what do you think was the difference for them tonight to get up in the end?
Look, this definitely when the goal shooter, sorry, I can't remember, I recall her name. When she came on, I could see the energy, the momentum shift with them because it was like actually tie. And when she came on, she did a pretty good job. She wasn't scared to let that ball go to the ring, and I really love that about her.
So props to Jess Kelly for bringing a lot of energy in that last quarter.
Yeah, I really love her.
Stick with us on Bar TV. Central Coast and the Stingrays coming up in the Opens very shortly at 8:40. Stick with us and tune in then. Hello and welcome back to the Janaea Netball Centre for round 9 of the Opens Premier League. I'm Brittany Carter and particularly excited about this game because it's the very first time we've seen the Central Coast Heart on the main Showcourt for 2018. They're coming first on the ladder, having only lost 1 of the 8 games they've played. And for a team that's just fallen short of making the finals twice in the previous 2 years of Premier League, it's an exciting prospect that they're the front runners as we near the semis. The 2016 champs, the Sutherland Stingrays, are their opponent for round 9 and sit 5th, but are tied on 8 points with teams placed in 3rd, 4th and 6th on the ladder. Amongst all that congestion, they've got a serious chance of making the semis if they can seal victory against the Heart tonight. So there's a lot to fight for from both ends of the court, and we're looking forward to bringing you the action on Bar TV. Back for expert comments after watching her very first Premier League game in the under-20s earlier tonight. We've got New South Wales Swift and Trinidad shooter Sam Wallace. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
What did you think about the first game, the under-20s?
It was really impressive. It was very competitive, and I love to see the young ones actually going out there and have something they want and desire.
So we see the Stingrays start off this match with a centre pass, but we're just going to quickly run through the teams as they're working quickly up towards their goal now. Shelby Mallon just finding a better place and offloading to Beatrice Dignan. So there are their 2 shooters for the Stingrays in goal attack and goal shooter. We've also got Lily Gorman-Brown in the Stingrays wing attack position, Maddie Hay in centre, Maddie Woods in wing defence, Katie Maguire, the captain tonight, in goal defence, and Cassandra Radford with her in goalkeeper. So Maguire defence, Radford keeper. For the Central Coast Heart, we've got Maddie Taylor in shooter, Amy Wild with her, the captain, in goal attack, Kristen Kessler in wing attack, Sophie Buckley in centre, Alicia Walsh in wing defence, and then in the defensive circle, Lauren Moore in goal defence and Laura Roger in goalkeeper.
It's pretty good defence for the
From the Stingrays?
Yeah. To hold them up a good while. It's really good defence.
So Amy Wild secures the first goal for Central Coast in round 9, and we're 1 apiece at the moment. Gorman-Brown running hard on the transverse line.
Change direction.
Hay up and over to Dignan. She's strong. She'll get her second shot of the night. 2-1. Stingrays over the Heart.
I must say this game is going to be a very quick pace game.
You can tell this early on, Sam.
Compared to the other game, it's going to be a quick one.
Well, it's a definite step up between the under-20s and Central Coast. Just nabbing another one here. We're level, 2 apiece. We must mention that earlier score. The Central Coast winning the under-20s match that's just happened before this one. 48-46, so it was a very close game.
Oh, I would really like to see Laura come off the body a little and confuse the space because she's getting beat on the hole. So I would like to see she come off the body a little.
Chrysler on the edge. Wow, coming back to the other side.
That was
hasn't Radford read the play very well.
Very, very good defense.
Maguire. Mallon coming back to the transverse. Maddie to Maddie. And they're going up and over to Gorman-Brown in the pocket. Easy feed. Mallon, baseline, decides to offload.
That was very good hands from Lauren.
And we're seeing...
Oh,
there we go. Mallon. Nice rebounds. I was just going to say, we're seeing very early on from Beatrice Dignan how strong she is.
Yeah, she comes to play, like.
Coming through for that feed. Up and over. Little tip from Central Coast, but Stingrays hang on to the possession.
She's holding very strong. I wouldn't lie.
And the Stingrays, they take an early lead. They're up 5-2. Just 3 minutes gone in this opening quarter of round 9. Moore to Buckley.
Oh, good read there.
Maguire disrupting the play.
She's starting this game really well.
The captain leading by example. Gorman-Brown back to Mallon. Ball up in the air. Dignan. Tip-tap. Keeps it in play. Swings the circle now. And tips from Central Coast everywhere.
This happened to go offside.
Some good pressure early, Sam.
Loving it. Oh.
Dignan up the top. She's in front. Little way out still.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Nails it. 6-2. Stingrays center. Can they go back to back?
I'm
Hay.
seeing Lauren trying to jump off. Oh.
Lauren Moore in goal defense.
Yeah, she's trying to jump off, trying to confuse, like, double team to go shoot her. So it actually could work.
And you know Lauren Moore quite well, having done a lot with her in the Swifts camp.
Yeah. She's such a happy soul, Lauren. Very crazy and very energetic.
Coming back from a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Just before Christmas. She played a little bit with the New South Wales Waratahs. In their 2018 season, they came third in the end. They did well. The Giants, the Canberra Giants, did even better. They came second, and their captain, Maddie Hay, is the centre for the Stingrays tonight in the blue dress. She's got the ball right now. She's giving it to Shelby Mallon, another young talent. Little fake around the body, and Dignan able to grab a strong hold on the ball.
She's shooting beautifully. I would like to see more contests with the center and the wing defense. Like, I just think like the wing attacks are going through, weaving through too easily. More hands and more pressure.
Kessler puts the ball up, and Taylor puts it through the net.
In order to stop that fast ball coming in for the goalkeeper, for Laura to actually have time to elevate up. They need to have, oh, that was a good tip by her. Need to have some, rebound.
Moore is on the rebounds. She's on the crumbs. Can Central Coast capitalise on this opportunity? Kessler comes back to Moore. Over the other side. Kessler in the pocket, up and over.
Beautiful transition.
And there we go. Taylor. Maddie Taylor was the MVP in 2017. Tied with Maddie Woods, actually, who's in centre. We mentioned her before, the Giants captain for Canberra. And what is interesting is Central Coast have had a player named MVP every year of the Premier League so far. So Kristen Kessler in wing attack was 2016. And Maddie Taylor in the goal shooter, yellow dress, was a joint winner with Maddie Hay.
I think Laura Moore wants to come and join me at commentary.
She's welcome anytime, tell her, Sam. We'll have both of you on the mic. Mallon with the throw-in. She gives it to Gorman Brown. Top of the circle, both shooters free. They go to Mallon, baseline shot.
Off.
She was too confident, but Beatrice bats it away. Maybe a replay?
I will probably call that a replay.
And Stingrays.
Good rebound from Laura. Good rebound, Lauren.
And Central Coast have done well to steal possession. Roger.
They need to go forward.
Gives it to Walsh. Moore. Transverse. Back to Roger.
Well done.
She's doing a lot of work here.
Yeah, she's giving and going, trying to go forward. They gain a lot. Good defense pressure from... Very good defense pressure.
From Shelby Mallon too in goal attack. Transitioning well. Taylor strong coming through. And the brilliant thing about Taylor is she has such a great accuracy, but she also puts a lot of shots up. She's able to find space very easily. Okay. And because she's become a bit of a name winning the MVP last year, she's had to vary up her game a little bit for the 2018 season.
The pressure will definitely be on her.
It's the hard thing about being good, Sam, isn't it?
Oh, unfortunately, good contest.
Kessler, quick feed to Taylor.
Taylor is actually moving a lot as a goal shooter. She's actually changing up thus far. Oh, and she breaks.
It's a coach killer. An easy turnover for Central Coast.
They both actually are tying right now. It's 8-all. The score is 8-all.
Here we go. Can Walsh make the difference? 9-8. Bit of an anti-crescendo there. There was no clap from the crowd. Very quiet for them to take the lead. Taylor on her own at the back.
I'm actually loving it right now. I'm seeing the Central Coast is actually losing a lot of fakes, and it's actually working. And the same thing, I like to see more pressure on the ball, like on the pass, like hands over. Good take.
So Dignan able to find space. Kessler strung out for the centre pass. Gives it to Wild. She goes around the body with a bounce. Comes back through Buckley. Taylor, just an edge with the hand. Able to win the ball and put it through the hoop. They're up by 2, the Heart. Hay feeding, up and over. Oh, she loses her balance through Roger.
I could tell from the way she flicked that wrist, I know it was going off.
But what was smart from Roger then is she turned her back to Dignan and she wasn't able to go in for that rebound.
Definitely, so she had a box out. It's really important. It's really hard because as a shooter, you're trying to get a rebound but you're getting box out. It's really frustrating.
Wild to Kessler. And there's an easy feed to Taylor Given. I've talked about her accuracy, but we've seen her miss some early shots, Maddie Taylor. You see, in the middle of the court now, Stingrays mix up, one of you.
Oh,
Gorman
quick
Brown.
transition. Oh, I would like to see placement there.
Dignan gives the ball to Walsh. Buckley over the top. They're in the midcourt. And Kessler.
She is dominating right now. She's just letting the ball go. She's finding space. She's doing good so far.
One of the things her coaches said about her is she's very consistent, very steady.
That's
you can see she's not panicking now.
Sometimes in a team you need that calmness, that mellow vibes. Good shot.
Swish from Dignan. Hay, look left, look right, goes behind. Held ball, nice pressure from the Heart.
Good defense. Like, this game is going so fast, I'm not going to lie.
And as we look up at the clock, just under 4 minutes left of play.
Wow, beautiful feed.
So the Stingrays have had a successful history in Premier League. They won the first year. They were the champs by 1 goal in the grand final. And last year, out in the... didn't make the grand final, but definitely made the semis. However, they've got 4 new players in this team that have come up from the under-20s and a completely new lineup of shooters. But they all played New South Wales under-19s together. We were talking about how there were 6 Stingrays players in that New South Wales under-19s team. And 2 of them from the under-20s, 4 of them from this open side. So there's Maddie Eaton, Shelby Mallon, Beatrice Dignan, and Lily Gorman-Brown. 3 of them on court right amongst each other in the attack end tonight. And they've also got 3 players in the ANL. So Gorman-Brown in wing attack on the edge of the circle. Also plays for the New South Wales Waratahs. Maddie Hay, who just fed the ball in centre, plays for the Canberra Giants we mentioned before. And Tony Anderson, who is not back yet from the Super League in England, has been playing there.
I will definitely call contact on that wing attack. Definitely.
Sam wants a whistle. Taylor, quick work to Kessler, trying to find a better position. Wild swings the circle. To and fro with Buckley.
She's finished.
Up by 4, the Heart. And there's very little atmosphere in this first quarter of the Opens game. We had some cheers for the under-20s, but it's sort of backed off now. Maybe it's early days.
Oh, good read by Laura.
Outside arm from Laura Roger, sees an intercept. Can they convert? Taylor tries to use the transverse line, but good pressure from Gorman-Brown. Disrupts the play. Penalty given. Taylor swings, Kessler in the pocket. Oh, lovely pass. Bouncing to Buckley.
Look at that ball work.
It's fast, it's quick, and Amy Wild finishes the job.
I'm telling you, those ball work does even have the goal shooter head spinning as well because you want to know where the ball gone.
Wild to Buckley, who just throws a Hail Mary, and it ends up with Taylor. You
I
like
love
that
how you
call,
said a Hail Mary.
Up into the sky. Mallon, unhappy with Hayes' positioning, still gets the ball to her in the pocket. Calling for it. Dignan is the better option. And
When
she's
in
strung
doubt,
into the post.
when in doubt, chuck the ball up. The goal shooter, she has a strong hold. So when in doubt, chuck it up.
Well, it's true. Because she is so strong, she's going to get it 99%
Yeah,
of the time.
she is strong. She's holding beautifully.
And she's got that little bit of height advantage over Roger at the moment. So there's not a lot that Roger can really do.
I mean, Roger can actually jump. She have hops, so just give her some time. She will definitely be in this game.
Kesler goes over the top and finds Taylor. She's right beneath the post.
Just because she is finding some spaces I never thought I'd be even past.
But she's a very quiet... Oh, there we go. That's the first break. Can't believe we missed that, Sam Wallace. Caught up in the play. So the Heart over the Stingrays by 6 goals at this stage.
17-12.
Oh, it's a little bit of a discrepancy with our scoreboard and theirs, but that's okay. 5 or 6 goals the difference. Either way, the Heart are up at the first break. Sam, who's impressed you first up?
I think I will go with the Central Coast. Like, they really put their foot down and have patience and they're not afraid to let the ball go, especially Kelsa.
Kesler, yes.
Right, she's not like scared to let that ball go. She turn and she just let it. And defensive end, as they're actually starting to put hands over as well. So that's really good.
And how about for the Stingrays? What's going on with them? What sort of advice would you give to them?
I just think they need to just look in the circle more. Like, she got a, what's the name? Dignan,
yes.
Dignan, right. She got a really strong hold, and I just think they need to use her some more. She have that advantage over Roger.
All right, well, some strong talking being done by Amber Cross to her side. Amber was the assistant coach of the New South Wales under-19s team, which is very interesting considering she knows the 4 players on this Stingrays team very, very well. But as she was quick to point out to me, sometimes different structures, different scenarios, different positions they're being played in. So while her knowledge of the players will definitely help, it comes down to the players out in court and how they adapt.
Yep, it's up to them because the coaches is not on the court when you're playing, so it's really hard.
So Christiana Manua from the Super Netball Giants side is in a Stingrays dress tonight. She played a little bit with the Hawks last year when she was coming back from an ACL injury.
Oh, Achilles.
A very bad one to happen.
It is because right now one of our teammates, Claire O'Brien, did her surgery on her Achilles and was the worst ever. Like, everyone cry in training when it happened. I don't want to talk about it.
And how is she doing with her rehab?
Actually, I don't really know, but hopefully I get to catch up with her tomorrow to see her for the first time. I haven't seen her since.
Is it important that players, when they're injured, stay involved with the team?
Claire, she's definitely involved. Like, she would send messages before our game and stuff, and she would say, "Good luck, girls," or "Hard luck, tough luck." She would be weird, talking stupidness as always. It's like, she's a very tough one. Like, she's very, very tough. Nothing really bothers her. Like, even though she's hurting, she will say, "I'm fine." That's the kind of person she is. She's really a nice sweetheart.
We've spoken a little bit about how the Swifts have become a family for you away from home. Now, unfortunately, something happened back at home for you last year, and you almost left Super Netball, and we're very happy to say you stayed. But can you tell us a little bit about what went on at home?
Oh, well, it's so weird because my mom would never break up sad news to me. So my mom called my boyfriend to break the news about my father, which is really weird. So anyway, he called me. He's like, Sam, I was like, yeah, your daddy's sick. I was like, sick how? Like, so he was just fine. Sick how? Oh, he got a stroke. He got it. I was like, before he could finish, I was just crying. I was like, no. So I hung up. I called my dad. I didn't get you, so I called my little brother. And he told me, I told mommy not to tell you. I know you'll cry. I know you'll worry yourself. Because his plan wasn't to tell me, my little brother.
He just wasn't going to tell you the whole season.
He will not tell me nothing.
Wow.
I'm telling you, that serious. He was really upset with mommy and my boyfriend, but yeah, he catch a stroke on his whole right side, but he's fine now. Like his mouth is better. He walking still with a limp, but he's coming along. And I was like, Daddy, I'm ready to come home. I'm gonna come home. And he's like, No, Sam, you out there for a reason. I'm really proud of you. He's my only daughter. Stay out there. He really talked to me. So yeah.
And you've been helping out wherever you can in
Yeah,
terms
I
of
send money
money
back home, but now he's on government plan, like he gets disability grants. So yeah, he's
that's
in a good.
sorted for you.
He's a good place.
And your brother actually took over his
Maxi
taxi.
taxi, but
Yes.
actually they sell it. So right now he's trying to actually send him for his heavy teas and stuff to actually get a maxi for himself to work. So I'm just trying to be involved as much as possible.
That's
Just
lovely,
being a good
Sam.
sister.
Good on you. All right, we're going to see the Stingrays. Oh, we thought they might score first in this second quarter, but they've missed the rebounds. And they get the throw in. Quick pick up from Central Coast.
I think the Central Coast will punish them now because I just think like they were just waiting for an umpire's call. They didn't play along. And that's something you'll always learn to do.
Wow, strong and through at the top of the circle. Central Coast try to reset and go back to the transverse line. And they've got a penalty. Moore will take it. Gives it to Kessler right in front. Now Wild goes out to the pocket. Buckley, top of the
That was
circle.
a beautiful switch from Christiana. And Kate. Oh.
Unfortunately, Manua's hard work doesn't pay off. And
Oh.
we should mention she's come on in goalkeeper. That's a bit of a change.
Yeah.
Radford's come off.
I mean, she mightn't have the height, but she's pretty aggressive. Manua.
Over the top, Hay. Into Malin. Who has a little smile on her face.
Oh.
Ball pops out. I think she's going to get another opportunity. Oh, Dignan does in front.
Yeah. Oh.
What's going on here? They've gone back to the original call.
I don't know what.
Bit of a mix-up. Anyway, they haven't scored. Central Coast are happy to take the ball off their hands.
Oh.
Little flick into Moore. Kessler to Wild. And Taylor finds front position around Manua.
Oh, back.
Reset.
Oh, that was the unforced pass by Mo.
You'd almost say they didn't need to reset that play. They could have just kept
No,
moving around
exactly.
inside.
Oh, Amanoa is causing chaos in that circle. You can see her body position is really good. Like,
She's got no one to pass to. Somehow she gets it to Maddie Woods.
oh, beautiful.
Walsh with the intercept at wing defence. Brilliant vision.
Oh, they should have rewarded Manoa there. She worked hard for that body position.
And Wild gives it to Taylor. An easy feed between the two shooters.
And Taylor finishes.
So up by 8 goals. It's a pretty big lead this early on, Sam. You see Dignan.
You see that feed? I just think they should just put that ball to Dignan. She have that hole, let the ball go. Have the confidence and the trust in yourself to let it go.
Buckley up and over. The Stingrays doing really well to put pressure on Central Coast. They're
But
sort of
just-
confused about where the pass is going to go.
They need to convert, like. Good ball from Manua. Good drive. Oh, great transition.
And Moore's found herself on the ground as Dignan puts another through. Just composing herself.
Oh.
Just trying to work out who the new wing attack is for the Stingrays. Gorman Brown's come off.
Oh, good hustle.
And I believe it's Lee Carlsbeck. based in Canberra, travelling up each week.
The Stingrays actually on a roll right now. They just scored the turnovers.
Dignan, she's a little way out. Oh, ball rolls off the top.
That's the worst nightmare.
Does that
for
sting?
It hurts you so bad. Like, it can't get a rebound. So actually, it's really hurts you as a goal shooter or as a shooter on the whole.
Moore is smiling as she offloads to Walsh. Now through Buckley. They give it to Kessler. Quick 2 and
Double
go
play.
in the pocket. And lovely Taylor finds some space on the edge of a player.
Oh, good hands from Monua.
Too much bounce in the shot. It sails over the top.
That was good hands.
Maguire.
I
Dignan,
swear she
still
looked
not
like she
happy.
stepped. I don't know why.
Which one?
Dignan, I swear she looked like she stepped. I could be wrong.
Mallon, a very long loopy shot that doesn't come through. And as someone that's usually very accurate, we've seen her miss some of those shots further away tonight.
Oh, good
Kessler.
save by Kessler.
Doing well to pull the ball in. Up and over.
Oh.
Manua's got great vision for the ball. Unfortunately, it has come outside. And Kessler sees Buckley all alone at the back.
She's having a great impact.
Manua tries to point at Central Coast and said they tipped it, it was them.
She's trying to chain up the umpire. She's had a great impact since she came on the defensive circle.
Taylor doing well with the time to pop forward, and she's rewarded herself with the goal. 21-16. The Harder up by 5. And Kessler, she tried to force a foul, and it went the other way, pushing through.
That was good defense.
Bignan. Too strong underneath the post. So Central Coast are going to have to do something to stop the ball coming to her, because at the moment, she's still getting it quite well. They are up, but with her accuracy and strength,
good defense from Lauren.
It's a great example. Stop the ball before it even gets to her.
That was great timing by Moore.
Lauren Moore using her Swifts experience. Gives it back to Walsh. Buckley hangs on to it. That was smart. She almost let it go.
Oh.
And Katie Maguire. The ball goes through Manua's legs. What is the version of a nutmeg for netball?
That was really funny. Oh. That was a city club.
I think Manua was just laughed because there was nothing she could do to stop it except shut her legs. Kessler, other side of the circle, they've swung. And they give it to
loving
Wild.
the defense. I'm really loving the pressure they have in that circle.
That's big coming from you, Sam, as a shooter.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm actually seeing the confusion. Like, I don't know where to pass the ball if I was mid, like a center wing attack. They're confused in the space and they're switching beautifully.
Oh, lovely work. Wild to Taylor. Cuts out the mess. Little bum slap from the two. Not worried with the high five. Up and over. Dignan, again, strong at the back. They just need to stop that feed happening. The Stingrays are going to keep doing it, though, because they've had so much success with it. 23-18, 5 the difference. 6 minutes 20 before half-time. Moore transverse, gives it to Buckley. They swing in the pocket now. Bounce. Can they go the triangle? Taylor's trying to push through. Wild, edge of the circle. She needs to get back in there. Kessler. The persistence pays off. Taylor gets the shot on her own. 24-18. Hay, quick off the centre pass. Gives it to Kalsbeck coming through. She's found Mallon at the back, using the edge again. Dignan's going to have to roll off.
I would say the Dignan really contact, and she actually pushed Laura.
can be hard as a defender sometimes because obviously you are expected as the contactor.
Yeah. Defenders hardly get anything, to be honest. That's why.
That's
I like
nice of you
push.
to say because it's your opposition. Wild coming
try.
through strong. Has played in the equivalent of Super Netball before, Wild. She's the captain this year, and that's because she brings a wealth of experience having played for the Swifts and the Firebirds.
Really?
Not that long ago, up until about 3 years ago, she was in the top level of competition.
I'm loving what Laura did just now. She actually changing up her body position. She actually trying to hunt for the ball, and look, she just win an intercept. That is really good of her.
So Roger deciding to confuse the space and come forward for the ball. And that'll give Dignan a little less confidence next time it comes her way.
Or the feeders, I should say. The feeders will definitely get beamed out. Oh.
Wild up and over. And she says, sorry, she knows she stuffed that one. That's all right. Pick it up from here. Manua with the throw-in from the baseline. Gives it to Woods. Strong to Hay. Up and over. Maguire to Carlsbeck. Straight to Mallon. This is better driving from the Stingrays. They've got a clear motive and a clear passage, although the ball to Dignan this time didn't get there.
I think that was just a late minute chuck up. I like the idea though.
Walsh in a channel to Kessler. He's got too many options there. Back to Moore. Buckley working hard with the cut and drive. Kessler finding space behind her player. And she'll work quickly with Wild, although they've lost the chance and they'll give it to Taylor behind. It's about that hesitation, isn't it? She's lucky that Taylor gave her another option.
Yeah, but I'm watching from a different perspective. Like, she lunged in front and she obviously know that Taylor going to pop. So you have two options.
So it's a tactical.
Definitely.
You think Wild knows that Taylor's going to come behind?
Yeah, it's like, that was she gave her a clap. It's like, I lunge and you send it over.
She's drawing the defenders out with her. There you go. Sam's giving us the inside knowledge here. Wild back to Buckley. Taylor all on her own. Can she get this? She's almost too far underneath. No problems at all.
No.
28-19. 9 the difference. Strong work. Walsh to Kessler. To Buckley. Now Wild goes straight to Taylor. Cuts out the mess. Very clear, direct feed, Sam.
The ball movement, the speed of the ball is really killing them right now. Killing the Stingray.
Dignan's in front this
Step
time.
in, I knew it.
There you go. I told you Sam wanted a whistle. Buckley in the inner channel goes to Wild. And now Kessler has to head back and reset. Find space. Wild all in at the back, but Manua wins the ball for the Stingrays. It's a throw-in. She's causing a lot of pressure at the back. So we see the ball almost take out our producer here for Bar TV. Got to be careful here. Your reflexes have to be good.
He's laughing. He will like that.
Part of the action. Hay in the midcourt. To Mallon. Carlsbeck looking to feed, has to give to Mallon. They try for Dignan, but the defense from Moore is too good. And Mallon is forced to put up the shot with
a second air ball.
Not enough composure.
I think she's doing a lot of work outside as well, and she have more confidence to let Dignan take a shot. So
Roger and Moore doing very well as a pair.
Moore and Roger just need to focus on Dignan and let the other shooter put up the shot, because basically her stats is more low than just trying to be just thinking of
good advice, Sam. It's good advice. 29-20, the Heart over the Stingrays, and we've got a minute before we hit half time. Taylor comes back to the transverse. Now through Buckley. Wild will get the ball. Easy pass to Kessler and up and over. Taylor able to find an edge behind Katie Maguire. 30-20, the difference is 10. This is the largest margin we've had so far this match. Carlsbeck calling for it all alone in the pocket. She says, I'm here, give me the ball. Swing the circle now. Hay has the edge in the air. She'll give it to Mallon. Offloads to Dignan quite quickly. And this time they get the goal. 30-21.
Maglan, she's not shooting, so I would just pressure her to take a shot, the long bomb. Like, if you realize, she just offloading it while just running a circle. She just make a whole 360.
That's a good point, Sam. Taylor.
Taylor
her own
shooting
league.
beautifully.
31-21, and Wilds and Taylor are very happy with that result. Smiling and high-fiving. We're just waiting for the breakdown of the scores. So the Hard up by 10 goals and clear winners of that quarter, 13-9. What are you thinking, Sam?
Obviously, Heat is actually consistent, although they had 18 in the first quarter and 13 in the second. I'm looking at Sutherland. They need to drop actually 12-9. And I think they actually pick up some momentum, but somewhere along the line, it fell short.
Well, the first break took us by surprise because it finished off so quickly.
Yeah.
But that quarter seemed to be a lot more toing and froing, didn't it?
I don't know, for some reason, this game is just going super fast. Like, we are halftime already.
Well, the intensity of the Opens is seriously high. And they've got a player here. I believe it's Danae Van Tack warming up, so clearly looking to come on or staying warm. It's not too cold in here, so we're going to assume she's coming on. Now, let's talk about round 13. It is the second last round before the finals, Sam. I know.
I can't believe how quick this season could end. Like, I feel like just the other day, I just started playing. The league had just started. And look, it's crazy.
Have you noticed a difference in the way the public perceive Super Netball after your second season here? Has there been any sort of difference in upping the ante from last year?
To be honest, I don't really notice much. I'm just...
You're too humble, right?
I'm too humble. And some people doesn't understand that. Like, because I have kids come up to me, even in games, Sam, you don't smile. And in my head, it's like, it's have nothing to smile about on the court. Once in a while, I will give a little smile and a talk, but I'm just me. I'm just being me. Chill. Even my coach, Bronny, would be like, smile, Sam. I was like...
Focused.
I'm it's just me. Off the court, I'm just joyful, laughing, talking stupidness, dancing, twerking, everything. But on the court, I just need to focus on what I'm going to do. And
do your family have the opportunity to watch you back at home at all?
I have teammates and stuff actually watch me. My mom not too good into the phone stuff. She only know about WhatsApp, message me on Facebook, my loving daughter, and sometimes feel to block her message or delete her. Everything she comments on is like, ugh. But no, my dad, no. Probably when I go back home, I could show them some of the games because I have the app on my phone as well. So I'm not even bothered about it. It is what it is. I know my coaches watch it. Some of my teammates watch it, especially Rhonda John Davis. She always watch the game and give me feedback because she was the under-21 coach as well, and she still plays at the national level.
Wow.
So she actually watched the game and she'd be like, as I come off the court, I check her phone, be like, Sam, I just think you should have hold more.
So she's coaching you too.
And she gave me some good advice, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes she even analyzed the player for me, who I'm going to go against. It's crazy.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I never asked for it, but she does have so much belief in me and stuff, so she does it.
All right, well, when we look at the ladder, there was really only one change from last round in that the Giants and the Vixens swapped again.
Yeah.
And you guys are just above Collingwood in, I believe it's 6th position.
Yeah.
So on 41 points, it's unlikely at this stage that you guys will make it through to the semis. But stranger things have happened, you know. You're only, is it 10, 14 points off the Firebirds in 4th place and the Sunshine Coast. So really, I mean, if you guys could pull up 2 massive wins, you never know. And they need to lose some games.
But the 2 wins also have to be 8 points. All
yes.
points. Like, all points and actually 8 points overall.
Yes.
I
so
mean,
you'd have to win every quarter, everyone back at home, every quarter and the match.
Yeah. So it's going to be a tough one.
Is it doable?
It is doable. I have confidence and faith in my teammates. Once we play like how we played Lightning in the first round, definitely.
Well, that's right. I mean, Lightning are the team above you that we're talking about on that 55 points, and you're coming up against them. So it's sort of do or die now, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. I mean, I know they're going to come out hard because they want to lose. They was the region champion last year, but we're just going to take it to them. We have nothing to lose at the end of the day. We believe that we did so much better than last year in terms of winning games alone. We won 5 games, like, compared to last year. Like, that wasn't happening last year. So, yeah, the girls are already pumped and happy.
Is there belief in the side this year?
Yeah, much more belief. Like last year, we was losing. It's like whatever. Feel like people was going through the motion and stuff. But with this year, people are hungry for it. So yeah, with a with a good support staff and like a leadership group like Maddie Proud, Abby McCulloch and Paige Hagley. Yeah.
So that game's on Channel 9 on Saturday, 3 p.m. in New South Wales. Now, I've got a pretty big matchup after that in the West Coast Fever and Melbourne Vixens.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, will you guys watch this after your game?
Definitely. We'll be on the plane, but definitely it's a late game.
Yep.
At home game, so it'll be in Perth.
Yes, that's why it's so late, I believe.
I mean, Vixen demolished them the first round, so let's see what happens for second round.
So that's 9 p.m. on Telstra TV. Now, West Coast, obviously Janelle Fowler-Reid is a massive target at the back, and everyone's talking about her getting MVP honours possibly this year. Do you think she really is a difference for their side? What else about them is making them up the top?
I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, she's not. She's definitely is, because I don't really see FIFA as a threat, but just to know that they have that massive height in the back there, they could score anytime. It's really incredible. And kudos to Janelle. She's very strong. She shoots from anywhere. She's not a stand-up shooter. She's not scared to take long shots like the taller ones. I'm not discrediting the one, but she's very agile and versatile for her height as well. So I really respect that about her.
Is she a player that's really liked back home?
I wouldn't know because she's from Jamaica, but her sense of humor look like she's really a nice, cool, down-to-earth woman. And that's having her family as well, and how crazy her family is, like in the crowd dance and support her. She looked very family-oriented, and she's my daughter as well. So, yeah, Jenna look cool. Even after the game, she'll hug me and stuff, although we're not from the same country, but sorry. But we are, I should say, we dark, so I guess we're going to support her.
I just mean, same region of the
Yeah,
globe, I
it's
guess.
the Caribbean,
Yes,
so
yes.
definitely. Although we just have a hatred for them when we come against them. But
Yes, of course,
if
the
I'm out
rivalry.
here, definitely, it's good to have someone of your color that's to talk to, who understands the language and, how you
And
speak
understands what you're going through in
Yeah.
such a different space.
Definitely.
All right, and also the Firebirds and Thunderbirds. Now, unfortunately, the Thunderbirds, another really bad season for them. They haven't won a game.
Look,
Chelsea Pittman, it is her 100th national Australian domestic game, I
Yeah.
should say. So if they can't lift for her in this match,
I think
really.
she played it already. I think she played Weekend Gone.
Oh, did she? There you
Yeah,
go.
I think
There
she
you go.
played Weekend Gone. But I mean, the Thunderbirds have great talent. It's just like coming together and working as a unit. They win balls back. It's just the turnovers, and we played them last game, and I'm not going to take them lightly.
So, I mean, if you can win this match against
And get
the
8 points.
Sunshine Coast, that last game really should be yours. You never
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
You could probably still make finals. Just need a few things to go your way.
Hopefully.
All right, we're back out on court. And the Heart are up by 10 goals, 31-21 for the championship quarter.
I see Laura Moore take the bench.
So Natalia Bridges has come on for Central Coast in her place. And we've also got Demi Evans on in centre. So Mila Evans, her younger sister, was playing for the under-20 side earlier tonight. And now Evans with the centre pass right now. She captained the New South Wales 19 squad last year and was in the talent development squad for this winter season. So she's pretty good stock too. And that's the only change for Central Coast, those two. Goal defence and centre.
That was lovely patience by Kelsa. That's very, very good patience.
Now, Donavon Tark has come on in that wing defence position for the Stingrays. We saw her warming up, and this is exactly why I need to have good reflexes, Sam. I told you the ball comes flying at you.
So funny. You must even brace me for the ball even reach.
So that's the only change to the Stingrays from the last quarter. Van Tack in wing defence. Holding nicely behind Katie Maguire with a backwards drive as we speak. Manua, strong pass to Hay in the centre. And Carlsbeck, Malin just put her hands straight behind her back and said, I did not touch that, that was not me.
You had to convince the umpire as well.
Theatrics here on the court for round 9 of the Premier League in the Opens competition. Hay to Carlsbeck, coming through Malin, goes the 1-2, and now gets a penalty.
Beautiful shot.
33-22. The Heart having outscored the Stingrays by two goals to 1 so far in this third quarter. Kessler gives it to Wild. Little fake, but holds on to it. And now Kessler decides to give it to Taylor. And somehow she gets a penalty underneath. There must have been some contact in there, which was lucky because Taylor was losing her balance and trying to offload. Malin now stuck for an option. Gets it to Van Tack. Goes lateral to Maguire. Big pass to the pocket. Hay feeds Malin. They swing the circle and Carlsbeck gives it to Dignan. Strong.
Oh, that should be an obstruction. Like, she was really all under her.
This is the shot. Bridges coming straight through for the pass. Central Coast strong in their attack. Almost too many options coming forward for the ball. Evans swings. Manua reads the play and steals the ball from the air.
I'm getting excited.
And that's the difference between Super Netball, right? You're seeing the experience out on court, although Evans has just proved that she's of the same caliber.
Anything you do, I can do better.
That's exactly right.
This is so funny.
Sam Wallace enjoying herself in comments on the Premier League commentary.
I'm actually enjoying myself. First time.
Taylor with the penalty shot. And it feels a little bit like the intensity's just slowed down slightly. Although we see Wild coming through very hard with a drive. Tip from Manua. Ball ends up with the Stingrays. Van Tack pulls it in, gives it to Hay. Surveys all her options and she goes with Maguire. Van Tack, quick switch of the body now. Hay to Malin. Carlsbeck calling for it, but she's offside. Just sneakily sneaks back on as Dignan takes the shot.
Beautiful.
35-23. We spoke before about theatrics. Sometimes you've just got to try and hide it from the umpire.
I just think that would be like 50-50 because she runs straight to the ball.
Malin finding space on the baseline. No look pass to Dignan. She finds a balance, steadies herself, takes the shot. 35-24.
Am I alone by this point? Like, she's really short for a goal defense? I don't know. I'm just watching her. Probably I'm wrong. She's playing really good. She's playing really good. Don't get me wrong. But she looked really short. Probably how I'm sitting down.
She has got a little less height than Malin.
So
Rogers just
she's
fingertips
so
away.
Just one more step. One more
The right
step.
idea, though. Central Coast doing well in defence. The Stingrays, to their credit, have been strong in attack, though, too. They haven't been phased by the strong one-on-one. And Taylor sinks another.
She's shooting beautifully.
It's easy play for her, almost. Well, she makes it look very easy.
She does get it.
Flick of the wrist, up and in. Malin tries to use the edge of the circle. And she'll run behind, try and pop forward. I got a penalty pass outside. Oh no, inside, there we go. Penalty pass or shot for Dignan. And she ain't gonna miss from there. 37-26. Still a fair bit of netball to play in this round 9
That was a beautiful
Opens match.
screen.
Explain what you mean to our viewers. What screen means, Sam?
Oh, she does screen to let the other one go to the pocket. So Kelsa, she screened. She screened for, for Sophie to go to the pocket and was really beautiful red.
Evans. Kessler to Wild. Taylor spins around. Uses the 1-2 on the edge of the circle.
I'm just watching the central coast. They're just going on the court really freely. Like they need to apply more pressure on them.
Well, Taylor looks like she's in her element. Look at her, all alone at the back. Evans with the fake and straight to Taylor. 1-2, Wild. Oh, loses the ball. Manua takes advantage of the ball on her fingertips. Smart play. Confident play too. Van Tack round now to Carlsbeck. Hay to Mallon. Draws a foul. And she'll head back into the circle with a defender outside.
She's not going to shoot.
Little fake. Oh. Good try by Bridges. Oh, almost sinks the shot. That was close. Oh, hands from Dignan. Nice transition, but probably needed to be 3
Trust
feet.
me, as a shooter, you get obstruction calls a lot, especially coming from a backline throwing. You can't win on a...
What, just because you're trying to get it back that quickly?
Yeah, but the thing, because you have long wingspan, is crazy. The thing must be like how much way off. It doesn't make sense. I'll disagree with the umpires for that.
Carlsbeck offloads to Mallon. And a little tip from Walsh disrupts the play. Stingrays will get the throw in. Coming from the baseline. Dignan, she's going to have to charge after it. Instead, she gets pulled up for contact. And Roger will take the ball. Bridges gives it back to Roger. Evans just pops in behind. They're stuck in this little huddle here. Wild over the top of the hands. And Taylor didn't have front position. Manua better aligned to get the ball.
She definitely came off the body and it was a poor placement as well.
Dignan, nice in the air.
Good shot.
Keep mentioning strong when we talk about Beatrice Dignan's shooting. She's just a very strong, I'm going to use that word again, but just the way she finds the ball and then she's so confident in the shot. She's just a really good presence.
Yeah, I would love playing with her as well. I would just send that ball in. Obviously not actually with 2 defenders on, pick my moments, but she's holding beautifully. They just need to trust herself. And the goal attack, I think she's entering the circle too early, so she needs to allow her to get that one-on-one.
By that, do you mean Mallon's bringing her defender in with her,
Too
and then they've got
early.
2 defenders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So crowding the whole play, just allow her to go that one-on-one on Laura,
That
on
makes
Roger.
sense. You're reading the play well, Sam. Taylor to Evans. Oh, can she find space at the back? Maguire tries to get in front, but she can't. And she can't stop the Central Coast, making it 42.
Oh.
Hay, straight to Mallon. Oh, quick work. There's a call given. As we hold time, 4.5 on the clock before the final break. Mallon asked to come back a little bit. She'll use Carlsbeck on the edge. And she has to put this shot up. This time she does swish.
I'm loving the high ball. Like,
it's a very loopy shot.
You can actually take a picture with it on top before you jump.
That's right. It's seconds in the air. Wild, confident, nails the shot.
Wild is playing beautifully as well. Like, she's having a good game.
Very experienced player. Reads the game very well.
She picks her moments.
Van Tack swings in the midcourt.
Give it.
Mallon, 3 passes before taking the shot, and she actually decides to offload to Beatrice. Who misses. Roger straight on the crumbs. Bridges calling for Evans to pop forward. A lot of talk being done by Central Coast, guiding their players where they want them to be. Taylor lucky to find front position then, because Manua had a strong hold. And she finishes the job. And harder up over the Stingrays, 44-29. This lead is really pushed out now.
Central Coast put it for down. Like, I don't think it's ever coming back, should I say.
It's a fair call to make. Wild on the baseline, nice and close.
I mean, you still have how much minutes still on the clock and a full 15 again, but the energy swing is more Central.
Well, there's 16 goals different here. Dignan ball pops off her head, but back into her hands.
Roger should just be mindful of that. She's holding so beautifully over the shot, but she's dropping on the 2 seconds, so it's like giving away a free penalty pass a shot.
Wild coming through.
Beautiful.
This is becoming too easy for the Heart. They're up by 16 goals.
I think they found the groove back. When Christiana came on, she had a great impact on Taylor, but now you can see Taylor is having a better half.
Malin decides she's going to take the throw in. She's going to have to work hard to find space. Bridges does well, puts pressure on her, but she ends up with the ball. Can't get it in tonight. I don't know what's going on. You just have off nights sometimes, don't you, Sam?
Yeah, but the thing is with me, if you miss 2 shots in a row from that long range, work it and get it in. Not to say you don't believe in yourself, it's just like you're putting the too much risk because the defenders are trying to get a ball, which is really hard. You need to just work it in.
Kessler to Wild. Coming through. Taylor allowed to take the shot on her own. And this is like child's play for Maddie Taylor. You can see why she was the MVP or one of them last year.
That is what I want to see. Just turn and let the ball go.
So Dignan finishing off the effort that Sam Wallace is happy with. Walsh in the air, quick to Kessler. They go back to Bridges on the line. Quick work. Ends up with Wild. Misses.
That was a rush shot from Wild.
Maguire. Oh, what about the pass from Manua? Saw Cal's back in that position before she'd even made it. Great vision. Won by Bridges. That is reflexes, Sam.
No, that's why she needs to pick her moments. It's so easy. I mean, they're playing beautiful, but she needs to pick her moments. She knows she dropped back. She just needs to work it. I don't know.
Oh, there we go. 3/4 time. And again, we've been caught up in play and missed the countdown. And as we look now, the Heart up over the Stingrays, 49-31. So 8 goals difference. And I think we really felt it, didn't we, Sam?
Definitely. The heat bring the heat, I should say.
I'm sure they'd like that pun.
The heat bring the heat.
So who's standing out for you at the moment?
Actually, all of them, to be honest. I'm actually loving the shooting pair down at the end with Wild and Taylor. They're playing beautifully. They understand each other. It's just like the whole team, actually. I can't single out any player at this moment. I'll wait for the last quarter.
And we've spoken a little bit about the advice you would give to the Stingrays, but what are you going to tell them now? I mean, they're down by a fair amount of goals. They've only got 15 minutes left to play with. It looks like Gorman Brown's warming up to come back on that centre position.
Oh, she actually trained with us at sometimes. Gorman
She's
Brown. She actually.
New South Wales Waratah?
Yeah, she trained with us as well sometimes. Like if coach need extra players, she actually come in and train with us as well.
How does she go?
Good. She's speedy. They're still young, but it's good to actually step up and train to see how it is, get a feel, because I know that's the next step they're looking for.
Do you think she's going to be the difference they need in this quarter?
We'll just have to hope and see.
It's a very safe call.
I really can't say I'll be judging right now.
So
I
Woods
just
has
wish-
also got the wing attack B-bomb, so she's going to come on for the Stingray.
Okay.
She's been playing in defence largely for the rest of the game.
I just wish it has turned and chuck that ball in. To dig
Less hesitation.
That's the only way the scoreline could actually creep up, win back some ball, and just chuck it in. But pick your moments.
And Hay is moving into wing defence. So we've seen a complete change for that trio of positions in attack. Wing attack, centre, wing defence, trying a different combination. Amy Wild has taken her bib off. So I wonder who we're going to see in that shooting position instead. And Alicia Walsh has also taken her bib off, and she was previously in wing defence. So some changes being made to Central Coast. They probably feel free to make them now they're so far up.
Yes, run a bench. Never be scared to run a bench.
And that's important to remember in Super Netball too, isn't it? Because it's a little bit more difficult these days now that you're trying to win that bonus point every quarter you play.
And that is really hard for other players as well, like who doesn't get court time. And this is like all teams. It's like the bonus point, bring this in, and it's like so hard because you're so focused on the bonus point as well as winning the game. So some of the coaches don't rotate the bench that much, or if not at all.
So some really big news for the Thunderbirds this week was they've landed Jamaican international defender Shamira Sterling. Do you know much about Shamira?
Look, she's just a little sweetheart. I mean, I don't know, like we don't talk much, but I did text her before she won the Vitality Player of the Year.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I was messaging her, and I was like, she really deserved it. Like, I know Swift was also one of her offers, but you know, you had to go away comfortable. I believe that the other goal shooter, what's the name for Thunderbirds right now?
For Thunderbirds, Tuvati?
No, the goal shooter, the tall Jamaican. Why her name can't come in my head? Like,
Me either.
her name could it's right there. Shimona. Right. She as well is there. Hopefully she can get recontracted. But yeah, they'll have a good chemistry because they're from the same country. They're young, agile. So I'm really happy that her talent is really need to be in this league. She's a force to reckon with. She's really good.
And just lastly, I just want to touch on the fact that unfortunately you guys missed out on playing in the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
What sort of level of disappointment is that for your country?
It was very disappointing for me because I was really looking forward to actually just going from different states
Yes.
and meeting my teammates. Oh, that was a beautiful. Oh, I was really looking forward to that, but unfortunately, Trinidad and Tobago offered Barbados a tri-series and lost 3-0. So
It is what it is,
yeah.
right? Hopefully next
great
time, though,
defense.
we'd really love to see you playing.
Well, I'm going home this next month to play in the AFNA tournament in Barbados to qualify for World Cup next year. So fingers crossed.
There we go. Fingers crossed. Now, Tasha Hawley has come on in goal attack to replace Amy Wild for the Central Coast.
Oh, and you can see Lauren Moore is back on wing defense
In wing defence, yes.
for the Central.
So she's replaced Alicia Walsh. More to Bridges. Now to Kessler on the inner channel. Comes back to the line. Just a little reset. Now to Hawley. Would like to get some goals on the board. Previously played for the UTS Sparks.
Until Kelsa is just dancing along, like she's not going anywhere.
Little tip. Maguire is on the loose ball. Oh,
Oh, I'm
and
seeing
poor
Christina
Manua's
down.
she's got a cramp. Oh, long ball straight to Woods. Hay goes cross court to Maguire.
She's having a beautiful stretch, Christiana.
Little bit of a cramp. Happens to the best of us. Roger with the ball for Central Coast has the throw in. She gives it to Bridges. Strong pass to Moore. And now Kessler. She's got Taylor all on her own. Manua was brought outside. They enticed her. And she left Taylor all on her own. Evans to Bridges.
Oh.
Oh, too much in that
Just
ball.
too much.
Stingrays all too happy to take the ball back. Hay to Woods. Long,
Oh,
straight to Dignan.
beautiful vision. I hope she can convert. Oh, this is a
Missed opportunity. We've also seen Carlsbeck swap with Shelby Mallon in the goal attack position for Stingrays. We missed that one.
oh.
Coming out of wing attack and into goal attack. Manua winning the ball for the Stingrays. Comes back to Maguire. The pass is not good. And Tasha Hawley will take her first shot of the game. Nails it. Hawley won a premiership in the under-20s Sparks team last year. Now come to Central Coast as a local junior, hoping to come home. Sam's just having a little giggle. 51-31. The difference is now 20 goals. And unfortunately, looking at the ladder, you'd have to say the Stingrays are probably going to drop down tonight. Central Coast sitting pretty in fourth spot. And very likely to stay there after this match.
Well, Central Coast is playing with more freedom and they're letting the ball go. Like, they're not scared to let the ball go. And the defensive pressure is really good.
So smooth connections amongst the
Yeah,
team.
you're seeing the connections.
Hawley stuck outside, gives it to Kessler, and she finds space at the back. She'll be the one to take pass or shot. Offloads to Taylor. They knew that was coming. That was a set play. They're up by 21 goals.
That's a huge margin.
On a positive note for the Stingrays, during the school holidays, Maria Lynch, their head coach, and Craig, their assistant coach, ran a bit of a clinic for young girls during the school holidays. And the girls in my team actually went along and they said it was really good. So
That is really good.
they're really giving back to the community this side. They've also got a coaches clinic coming up in a week or so to get everyone ready for the finals.
That's really, I like those stuff, clinic and stuff, especially with little kids.
Do you do many of the Swifts clinics at all?
Once it's like, yeah, for ambassador parents, I'll go around and stuff, or for my hours, like how I'm doing this now, like definitely. I love kids. It's crazy. If I see a baby, I want to go and hug the baby. I don't even know the child, but it's crazy. Just want to be around them.
And what do you enjoy most about these clinics, Sam?
It just, I'm also learning, like, getting the patience, having patience. I'm learning.
I've told you I'm ready at all times. Sam's trying to tell me a story and I'm just focused on the ball coming at my head. Sorry, Sam, as you were.
Reflection. It's like, no, I just love how I learn a lot from the kids as well, even though whatever age group. It's just like my patience. So that's why you know you work on the patience. Sometimes they do something and they get so irritated, but they can't snap because it's kids.
Yes.
So you have to like calm yourself.
Approach it a different way.
But yeah, I just love teaching the kids. I know what the future holds. New generation.
You just never know, right? You could be teaching a future
Definitely.
super netball player. As we've seen Molly Taylor sink another. She's had a massive workload tonight.
Good drive. It's like Sutherland is actually playing like a zone defense, but just talk about it. They're actually playing a zone defense. It's really good defense.
So looking at the wrong sheet, this actually makes a lot more sense now. We were looking at the under-20 sheet. So Central Coast, of course, are on top of the ladder, which is why what's happening here tonight makes so much sense.
And Sutherland is actually 5th on the ladder.
Yes. So we're looking at the under-20s. Sorry, everyone back home. A little bit of confusion over the paper here.
At least he found it.
So Sutherland's likely to stay on 8 points, and just depending what happens with the GWS and North Shore United game up on the other court, it will depend on whether they stick in 5th place or move down to 6th. Central Coast currently up the top with the Erna Hawks, both on 14 points, and then everyone else below them is sort of on 8 and then 2. So there's a big margin between the top 2 and the rest of the teams in this competition.
There's 8.
And so Central Coast had a massive 63-56 win over UTS last week. One of the theories about this competition has been that, you know, Central Coast only had one A&L player in Lauren Moore, so they haven't suffered as much as everyone else in terms of representative duties and people being away. But their coach, Amber Cross, has sort of said, you know, that'll be evident in this second half of the competition because UTS had 7 of their A&L players back last week and they still managed to beat them. And the Stingrays have got their A&L players back here tonight and they've further assisted by a Super Netball player. So,
I mean, Shalom can't do the whole job. She's giving her best. It's just like the momentum, the energy. Oh, just talking about her.
Her ears are burning.
Just came up with the intercept.
But this is quite exciting for Central Coast because they've just missed out on semis both years. They've been in 5th place. So the fact that they're up the top and leading this competition and really setting the standard that everyone else is going after is a massive coup for them and pretty exciting.
That's good. But they're playing great netball, I must say. I'm really impressed with them.
So they're up by 20 goals at the moment. And we're going to see a change. Jasmine Rodwell, the captain of the under-20s, who played a full game before, has come on in wing defence, taken over Lauren Moore's position.
Oh, giving her a little run. That's really good.
Dignan strong, as she has been all night, but she misses the shot. Here, Woods. Dignan all alone at the back, and that's one of the great things about taking an intercept or forcing the turnover against the run of play, because Dignan was all alone just waiting at the back. She didn't have to do anything. She didn't have to lose a player. She was already ready.
I'll be mad if she had missed that shot, though.
Kesler couldn't hang on to the ball. And Hay with the throw-in gives it to Woods, Maddie to Maddie. Little tip from Dignan trying to get it. Sees Central Coast pick it up.
Just forced. Oh, beautiful drive from Kelsa.
Taylor outside.
I'm watching Taylor. Her eyes are up for her goal attack. She's watching her goal attack movement, and then she's moving. It was really good.
Woods stuck behind Rodwell's long arms.
I'm thinking who my MVP might be now.
There you go. Back to back, maybe. And a hand from Evans sees the ball. Turnover. Kesler back to Rodwell. Outside the circle, Taylor. She's going to have to get it back. Oh, that was a wasted opportunity, and surely it's over a third. Yes, it is. So Stingrays, they'll take this opportunity with both hands. Woods to Gorman Brown. Carlsbeck goes back. She's a little way up. She's forced to take the shot.
Oh.
Dickens stuck behind Rogers, who has a nice strong hold and keeping her out of the play. She almost would have been better not to use the long arm over the shot then and just keep straight up against
It was just
Dignan.
the same distance, you see, realize.
Rodwell and Bridges going double time. Kesler to Evans. Oh, Taylor. Strong contact there. Fair contact, though, just a little late. Oh, Manua!
Beautiful.
Goes from a penalty position and turns the ball around for the Stingrays. Little sneaky behind. Oh, Bridges, she's done the same thing. Stolen the ball for Central Coast. 20 goals in it. But we're toing and froing here in the last 3 minutes 40 of play. Another intercept, 3 in a row. Can Stingrays... Oh, four! How long can this go on for? This is like ping pong.
Oh.
And that time the ball was just given back to them. That was easy. Dignan finishes the job, 56-37. We've got Sam in stitches here.
I'm just laughing. Like, it was just funny.
Great transition between attack and defense from both teams. Oh. Kesler straight to Taylor.
I know who my MVP is.
You've already got it?
Yeah. It's a toss for two of them, but I know who I'm going to give it to.
Brilliant. Woods to Carlsbeck. Uses the transverse in Hay. Gorman Brown up and over. Dignan uses the circle. They do the triangle, and Carlsbeck will take the shot this time.
Beautiful finish.
So 9 goals. They've come back within 1. 2.5 on the clock. Kesler to Taylor. Split stance. Nice and close now.
I'm loving the support on the bench of Central Coast. Like, you're hearing them talking. It's really good.
Well, they're all smiles in that camp, certainly.
Definitely.
They've only lost 1 game so far this round. And what's been really positive is it was in round 7, so 2 rounds ago, 66-50, 16-goal loss, so that's a pretty heavy defeat. But they turned that around the very weekend after, so I think it speaks louder than words just to know that they were undefeated, lost that pretty heavy game, and they're able to just switch it back on and go back into the winning circle.
They did the homework, definitely.
Hawley gives herself a little bit more space to take the shot, but misses. Maguire to Woods. Over the top now. Hay, looking for an option, decides to use the pocket. Carlsbeck with Dignan over her shoulder, and now through the hoop. 18 goals. The Stingrays are coming back at the end here. Hay to Woods coming through. Up and over. Oh, Dignan keeps the ball in play. Lovely wrist action.
Oh, just the finish. It's a beautiful take from her.
Maria Lynch must be just pulling her hair out because they've had so many opportunities and unable to capitalise. As we see shooter to shooter. And Taylor sink the goal.
You know what I like about this shooting circle? Like, Taylor is still on. Who came on for a while? This new girl, attack. She's actually doing the same job as Wild. Like, the connection is still there.
So it's seamless.
Yeah, she just did the finish, but the connection is still there in the shooting play.
Carlsbeck still looking at all the options she has, and Woods draws a foul. She's edge of the circle now with the free pass. Goes to Gorman Brown up the top. Ah, lovely work. Her eyes were on Carlsbeck, but her head said Dignan. And there's 18 goals difference as we tick away on the clock now. It's a Stingray centre. They'd like to make it one more. Can they do it? No. Rush pass. Rogers front position. Steals the ball. And now Central Coast, they'd like to add another. Oh, Taylor misses the shot. Unfortunately, that's where things end. 59-41, 18 goals difference between the two sides. All right, let's find out Sam Wallace's MVP. Stick around and we'll be in front of the camera shortly. All right, well, first place Central Coast have stuck out their fantastic season and kept it going tonight, winning by 18 goals over the Stingrays. Unfortunately, I think accuracy let down the Stingrays in the shooting circle, Sam.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they had a lot of opportunities and more attempts, and I just like poor decision or hesitation on the shot cost them a lot this tonight.
Well, homework might be able to help that in your analysis on the game. How about an MVP for this game for Central Coast? Who stood out for you?
I would say Kelsa, that's her name, the wing attack. She stood out for me. Her fakes, her drive to the pocket, her delivery was really consistent. So yeah, I'll give it to Kelsa.
All right, well, Central Coast come up against the Panthers next week, and that's the bottom place team now playing the first. Can you imagine this team winning the comp?
Yeah, definitely. I love the team spirit. Like even on the bench, you're very supportive and stuff. And the camaraderie, even the substitutes, anyone, the circle, the shooting circle, Taylor, Wild came off, Taylor still had a camaraderie with the other players. Was really beautiful.
So you've watched both the under-20s and the Opens in Premier League now. Overall thoughts? This is the first time you've ever been in this vicinity.
Look, guys, I overcome my fear. Knowing that my accent is super deep, I know people won't understand what I'm saying, but I try my best today to talk really slow. So I hope you all understand me, and yes, I love it. I'll definitely be doing it again.
Great. We can't wait to have you back, Sam. You did a brilliant job.
Thank you very much.
All right, round 10 next week, and it's going to start at 7 p.m. with the Opens. So make sure you tune in then. Have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you next on Bar TV.